Hey, shit. Sorry, guys, I'm late. Hey, Gator, where are the show notes for tonight?
They're in the
yeah,
Google
the
Doc,
Google Doc.
Discord
No,
channel.
Thanks, Gator, guys. Okay. All right, Spotify playlist. How about the songs? Where are they at?
I put
well,
them in
Gator,
the Google
he put him in the Google
Doc.
Doc, but
Okay, so now this question is for Gator. How do you want to start this?
Wherever you want
well,
to
yeah.
do.
What do you want to do, man? It's up to you.
She blows.
Fuck, this is gonna be a long night. Remind me never to raid with you motherfuckers again.
Guardian down.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 26 of Guardian Downcast. We're a couple of dads that talk about all things in the Destiny universe and discuss other things in gaming and entertainment as well. I'm your host, The Gator, and my co-host Hazel is here as well. How you doing, man? How's your week been?
Hey, not bad, not bad. A little bit of sad news. I'm gonna be going to a funeral tomorrow, so it's yeah, a little bit sad there. But I mean, it's one of those things. Like for me, it was a nice wake up call. Unfortunately, it took that to do it. But the guy was like, he just turned 38, and he went to sleep and didn't wake up.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah. So for me, that's a big wake up call. So
Yeah. Shit.
yep. But sorry to bring it down like that, but yeah, it's been a good week otherwise. So yeah, what about you, sir?
Well, damn it. I can't bug you about weather now. Shit.
Yeah, you got my gift, I see.
Yes. Well, yeah. No, I'm doing good, man. It's been a busy week. It's been. I'm not no joking. It's been cold here, man. This is part of the year we get a little chilly. Me and Drafty have been bitching and complaining in all the discords. I think everyone's tired of hearing it now. So, but hey, enough about us. I'm excited. I'm really excited to talk about our guests of the show tonight. This has been probably 3 months in the making, and as soon as I heard that he was coming on, I was stoked. This was one of those on the calendar I kept a close eye on. He's a gamer, community member. He's the other Gator, our friend RNGGator. Hey, how you doing, man?
I am good. What's up, boys?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Not much, man.
All right. So just an overview of tonight's show. We're going to hear more about RNG's story. We're going to test his Twitch reflexes with our new and improved fast fire session we call the Speed Run. Next, we're going to catch up on the last week in entertainment and gaming. Hazel's going to go over the TWAB for this week. Then our main discussion tonight, and I have to give Hazel credit for this because I was asking him to give me some ideas for the show, things to talk about, and he said, you know what? Let's talk about our top 5 video games of the last decade. And I said, man, that was an excellent idea. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Finally, we'll discuss or answer any Twitter and Discord questions from our community and add 2 songs each from everyone here for our Guardian Downcast playlist on Spotify. Hey, boys, let's get this done. Okay, everyone wants to know about this other Gator. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, in our little community of Discords here, there are 2 Gators. There's the Florida Gator, and then there's the North Carolina Gator. So this is RNGGator. Hey, Gator, tell us a little bit about yourself, man. You know, married, have kids, you know, what do you do for a living, that kind of stuff?
Yep, I am married. Been married since 2001. Have a daughter. It's 13. A son who's 15 who just got his permit this week, so he can start driving now.
Wow. Scared.
Yeah, that don't bother me. Everybody else is scared. I said, I just told everybody, I'll teach him road rage. I'll teach him to drive the correct way. This is your finger. This is how you flip people off. This is,
this is how you turn up the volume, son.
Yep, this is how you do this. Yep, you're in a truck, ride that person's ass. Don't get out of your way. Work in IT, like a tech type deal. So
Cool.
I'm always into finding ways to hack stuff, get stuff for free.
Nice.
Very cool. All right, sir. So tell us about your gaming history.
My gaming history, so not as old as the other Gator here, but I do go back to the ColecoVision. I remember playing on my uncle's TV with that thing with the little pad with the dial. I remember playing. That was like one of my first systems. Went from that to Nintendo, from Nintendo to a Super Nintendo. Kind of skipped 64. I had a friend who had a 64. We'd play WrestleMania like every Monday night at his house. We'd just sit there, eat pizza, play WrestleMania. I loved that wrestling game. It was so much fun. Went from that to a PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and then I made the jump to Xbox and haven't looked back. Xbox 360, Xbox One, One X, now PC, and my Xbox is now collecting dust. So.
Well, I got to ask this because I've heard the story, but I don't think anybody else has. What is the deal with the gamer tag, RNGGator?
Well, my gamer tag used to be, I could never find when it was Granivore Gator, because it used to be in guys. We had one guy that was named Carnivore Cow. So I said Granivore Gator, the opposite of what a gator eats, grain. He was the opposite of what a cow eats. We had names like that. And then I found the 100 and what became the Tush Clan, with Nips and all them, and one night we're playing D1 and doing, I think it was Vada Glass, the first time I'd run Vada Glass, and I get a Fate Bringer to drop and I get this to drop, and that first time, everybody else is like, I've done this like 15 times, I can't get shit to drop. By the time we're done with it, I gotten like everything but like the Vex Mytha class. And so somebody, I think it was Milks, was in there at the time, and he's like, you know what, you should just change your name to RNGGator. I said, hold on. I get on my computer, type. I'm like, shit, that's available. Yep, that's my new name.
Challenge accepted.
Because every time we'd run a new raid, if there was a gun that nobody could get, it was probably going to drop for me. D2, first time ran Last Wish, Thousand Voices, first time ran Scourge of the Past, Anarchy. Terraba's the only one I have not been able to get to drop for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't care. I ain't going back. I think I did Crown of Sorrows maybe once, twice. I ain't going back.
Wow. So yeah, I mean, you are truly RNGGator.
Yes.
Wow. So how'd you find Destiny?
I
said
just
100 and that, but
Yeah, I found Destiny just from Bungie, because that's the reason I came to Xbox, was Halo and Gears of War, and I was like, I signed up for the beta, played it. I've been there since the beginning, and I was almost getting ready to quit Destiny because I had nobody to play with. I hadn't found the 100 group, and I found that group with Nips because a friend at work had introduced me to the 100, and I found one group, and then I found the group with Nips and them in it, and it just clicked, and I not look back. I mean, I can't go to another game. If I go to another game, I feel like I'm cheating. It's like, it's like I think Destiny's going to get mad at me, and I'm going to be sleeping on the couch that night.
It'll throw your shit out front.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you got that right.
I got a 2-part question here. Number one, what gaming communities have you been in? You mentioned the 100. I mean, are you in the Tush Clan or are you in the Death RX Clan?
Tush Clan.
Tush Clan. Okay.
I like what you did there. I was in the Death RX Clan at one point.
Oh, I
actually left my Tush Clan for a little while. Oh. I was an admin, and so I'm gonna go to Fluffy's Clan. I went to Fluffy's Clan for a little while, left there, went to Destiny Reset Clan for like half a day. I was like, I'm going back to Tush. Somebody invited me back in, gave me my admin back, and
nice.
I haven't left. I was like, you know what, I had to come back.
Well, now I know sometimes you said, you mentioned that we've never really gamed together. and we're both on Steam, and we both have each other on our friends list. Is that because you play mainly solo, or do you play with groups when you go online to play Destiny? What's your usual situation?
PC, usually I'm playing solo. I'll jump up, depending on what's going on that week. Like with Iron Banner being this week, I jumped in, did some of it with people the first night. I played with Dan Finity and his group Tuesday night.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And, I was having some hard times trying to get the kills. When you're playing with other people, it's hard to get. So I went solo Wednesday night, and I went from the quest, finished my scout rifles, went and did the shotgun, did the hand cannon. I flew through it by myself. I was
Nice.
and then I jumped on and played with some more people once I got that done. But yeah, just depends on what's going on. Do I want to do it by myself? If somebody in our group says, "Hey, I'm gonna be on," like the Bastion quest, I jumped on with a guy from my Tush clan, and we did it in like 2 hours together.
Nice. Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah.
That's
Hazel,
awesome.
what do you got there? Anything you got for him next?
Yeah. You mentioned that you really don't want to play other games outside Destiny because you feel like you're cheating. So what is the last game? Yeah.
I was gonna say, hey Gator, my name's Gator. How you doing, man? What are the odds? 2 Gators who have Destiny-itis.
Yes, I have it. And I've got my son into it. I finally pulled his butt off of Fortnite.
Wow.
That was the greatest accomplishment.
That is,
last
man.
year. That was like top of my list because he always Fortnite, Dad, I want the new season. I want the new season. I want this skin. I want this. Stop playing that. And now he plays it, but Destiny has become his main game now. He's always talking to me about it. I got this, Dad. I did this. How do you do this? It's like, thank God, something I want to talk to you about. Because when he started talking to me about Fortnite, I was like, I don't care. That was my word. I'm like, son, I really just don't care. I'm sorry to be mean. I don't care.
Well,
Nice.
God bless you, sir, because I tried. My son won't get away from Path of Exile or, LOL or it's just he's so hardcore on those MMO games.
I can understand that.
I tried, man. I tried. I had him on a couple episodes ago. He plays with me kind of I guess he feels he's obligated, but yeah, God bless you, man. You got your son hooked on Destiny because it's a great game. I'm sorry.
But yeah, other games I have played, Borderlands 3, finally beat the main story on that. I've got the DLC to play. I haven't started yet. I've got the quest for it, and I've got all the side quests to do. But I took a break from Destiny during Christmas and set myself because I knew I wasn't far. I was on chapter 17. There's 23 chapters in the main story. I was like, I'm going to beat this. Went through it, beat it. I loved every minute of it. Started playing Jedi Fallen Order.
Nice.
I've got other games I play. I'm going to pick up The Witcher because it's on sale on PC right now. I'm going to pick it up. And there's some other games I'm looking at buying on Steam because they're having a really big sale right now and they're really cheap.
Very cool.
Well, I got another question here on our list. What's the one thing about you that no one else knows about? Or at least, let's just say nobody in the Discords or the general community.
Uh-oh.
I'm not setting you up at all, man.
That was an evil laugh. Did you hear that?
I heard that.
I can't come up with nothing.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
One thing about me that nobody else knows.
It could be something trivial. Doesn't have to be anything serious.
I can't come up with nothing right now. I'm drawing a blank.
That's fine. It'll probably come to you later. Don't worry about it. All right. Well, let's see. We got a bunch of questions here. Let's see. Give us one gaming memory from your past that had an impact on you. Could be from anywhere from ColecoVision up.
Like I said, the 64 playing WrestleMania with my friend because I missed that. I missed playing with him because he got married. Met a girl, moved on, and we were always hanging out. I missed playing with him, playing that, hanging out. That's a memory I always have because I'm always like, I'd love to just go back and play that and do that again and not have to worry about all the adulting I have to do now.
Now, I got to get this straight from the Gators' mouth there. Are you a true Gators fan?
What do you mean, true Gators fan?
I mean, are you a Florida Gators fan?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been a Gators fan since Chris Leak was there.
Okay, you can. You don't have to disconnect them from the call, Hazel. We're good. Go ahead.
We have the greatest quarterback in college of all time. I mean,
yeah, we did, didn't we?
Sorry. Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Good deal. All right.
Charlie Ward. Oh wait, that's Florida State.
So funny.
Yeah.
Funny guy. Where'd you get that name from?
Florida State. What team's that?
I don't
That's
know.
that team that sucks. Right
No,
now.
is that girls' school? I think it's that girls' school in the Panhandle.
Yeah, they're also, they're that one trying to be like Miami, the other school in Florida that thinks it's a football team.
That's the one. Yep.
I love you guys. This is gonna be a great night. I need more beer. All right. So, question for you though. So you said you were part of Tush, and then how did you find like our community and that kind of thing? Did you like listen to Nips and Potato Thumbs or?
Oh yeah, I mean, Potato Thumbs was like one of the first podcasts I listened to. I've been on there, so they have you guys on. People say you have a podcast. I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot because I listen to podcasts driving back and forth to work. Because I have a 40-minute drive one way to work. So
it takes you a week to listen to ours then.
Yeah, it takes a while, a couple days. Yeah. Usually I try to listen to them at work. If I'm working on machines, I'll have my earbud in listening to them if nobody's bothering me.
Gotcha.
So try to catch up. So yeah, it don't take me half the week to listen to y'all's podcast. So
Don't worry, I gave up listening. No, you're fine.
That's what the skip button's for. It's like, yeah, that's boring. Yep. Look, Gator's talking again. Skip. Yep. Skip. Oh, look, Hazelnut. I'll listen to this.
Oh man. Wow.
All right. Now I know how to differentiate you two. I can say the gator that can spell and the gator that can't.
Oh my god. Are you talking about my fat thumb text?
Yeah, the shoe thing we're working on
you
tonight.
wearing women's shoes. Yeah.
Oh god. Such twisted lies.
And then you blame it on that iPhone. I mean, yeah, iPhones suck, but I mean, you can't.
Oh god.
Exactly,
Don't tell me you're an Android user.
Oh yeah, I'm Android. iPhone 4 was my last phone. I've never looked back.
Oh my god.
I don't need somebody telling me what I have to do with my phone. I want to be able to do what I want to with my phone.
I understand.
Aww.
They quit doing that though. They don't do that shit anymore.
Sure they don't. You go ahead. You believe. I work in IT. You go ahead. You believe that.
I've got my blinders on, and I'm going to keep them on for at least a little while. Hey, let me ask you this: do you have any other hobbies outside of gaming?
Collecting pops, putting together Legos.
Oh, nice! I didn't know that.
Yeah, I have a Lego Voltron in my room. I got that last year. Found it on Facebook Marketplace. Thing is $180 at the Lego store. I got it for $70, brand new. Damn. Somebody was selling it. Son of a bitch is huge. I'll take a picture of it and send it to you.
Yeah,
after the show.
definitely send it.
You can break it apart into the 5 lines, or put it together, or keep it together as the one big line. I have it together as the one big line because I ain't got enough room to break it into 5 separate lines. It's got the shield, the sword, everything. Lego. It took me like a week and a half. Now if I didn't play video games, I could have probably had it together a lot faster. My son loves putting together Legos too. He can take Lego sets and you get them for Christmas, he'll have an 800-piece Lego set put together in a day and a half.
No shit.
Wow.
So,
wow.
That is amazing. Yeah, please definitely post that.
Oh, I'll take a picture. I'll do it.
All right. How about 2 more questions, Hazel? I got one. You got one you can think of?
Yeah, go for it, man.
All right. My question is, what is the last song you listened to today, excluding the ones we're putting in a playlist?
Let's see. Let me go to my Apple Music. I actually had it on in the car. Let's see. What was my
wait a minute. I'm sorry. Did you say Apple Music?
Yes, I have Apple Music because I have a family plan. And not on an iPhone, on an Android phone.
Unbelievable. That is a sacrilege, sir.
You'll get over it. Actually,
hey, Gator can spell. We actually are going to have an opening here because we're going to lose another Gator.
Oh shit!
I kid.
As long as the Gator that can't spell does the editing, I'll come on every. So he can just edit what me and you talk about. I mean, he can still be. We'll give him credit in the show notes, but I mean, you don't have to be on here.
You do know I produce sound bites for this show, right?
Go right ahead. But no, my last song I guess would be "Seven Rings" by Ariana Grande. Is actually what was the last song I listened to.
You surprised me with your music picks tonight. We're going to talk about this later, but go ahead, Hazel. You finished the last question.
All right. So, shit. I lost my question. All right.
Yeah.
Did you think of anything that that you do, or that one fact that no one else knows?
I guess it'd be that I put together Legos and like pops. I guess nobody. I mean, there's only certain people that know that. You know, there's not many people in the Discord that know that.
That's cool.
What's your favorite pop?
My favorite pop, Lord, I'm looking at them right now. My son got me a Deadpool versus Cable one for Christmas. That's one of my favorite ones. It's huge.
Nice.
So, and I tried to win Rocker Dude's pops when he gave them away for Extra Life because I put money in, but I didn't win them because he decided to give them to somebody else. That bastard. I mod for him and he won't give me his pops. You know.
Oh boy. Well, hey man, hey, thanks for sharing your life with us tonight, man. I you know, it's really funny. We go back and forth in the Discord, me and you, a lot, and we've played on the Gator name and all that in the past, but I really didn't know a lot about you, so I'm glad you came on tonight, man. I was curious to know, you know, what you do and your deal and all that stuff. So hey, thanks for being candid with us tonight. And
no problem.
Let's move on. I think we got some business to take care of here, Hazel.
I believe we do.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Call the Praxic Order, call the Thanatonauts, the Jinsen Scribes, call everyone so they can witness you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the week. So this segment is called the Speed Run. It's where we have a database of over 125 randomly asked questions, and Chet here will have 60 seconds to answer as many as he can. These are short 1 or 2 word answers, and we're going to keep track of how many questions were answered by our featured guest in each episode. The questions are randomly asked, so no one can memorize the order, and you have to answer quickly, Chet, whatever comes to mind. At the end of the year, the guest with the most questions answered will win a cool prize. Tonight, I'm going to ask the questions as usual, randomly from our list. Hazel is a timekeeper and quality control expert. In the event of a questionable answer, Hazel's decision will be final. Ready, RNG?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Warlock, Titan, or Hunter?
Warlock.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Have you ever been in a band?
No.
If you had more time, what would you do with it?
Spend it with my family.
What's your lucky number?
7.
Mario or Sonic?
Mario.
Are you afraid of heights?
Yes.
Do you like black licorice?
No.
Star Trek or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Can you solve a Rubik's Cube?
No.
What one thing annoys you the most?
Your voice.
Pen or pencil? That's going to cost you a
Pen.
second. On a scale of 1 to 10, how cool are you?
10.
Favorite TV sitcom or show?
Married with Children.
Sunset or sunrise?
Sunset.
What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
Get out of bed.
UFC or WWE?
WWE.
Do you have a tattoo?
No.
Cake or pie?
Cake.
What is your favorite exotic? Dude, I think he might. I don't know, man. That was pretty close. I've been keeping count.
Yep.
Damn. Well, Hazel, what do you got?
All right. So, one quick note actually from last week. Upon listening to Maddie's episode, or not Maddie, Chris's episode, he actually had 15, not 14.
I'm sorry, so, I didn't. I usually check that, and I didn't.
Yep. I called myself out because I wanted to hear him go, "What a." So,
okay. Fair enough.
And Harvard.
I'll make sure I correct that in our records.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
Gator that can spell. Hit 19.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, I beat Lana. Yeah.
Oh, my God. No, this can't be happening, man. You told me he's the leader right now?
You damn straight I am.
Son of a bitch.
That's more than, ain't that more than Nips and Fluffy, too?
Well, they haven't been on for this year, so we can't say
I meant
that.
last year. I'm just saying last year. Come on.
Probably combined.
Nah, I can't do that. Nibs is my boy. I can't get that bad. I just say I got more than you.
Oh, 19, man.
That's
Damn.
fun.
Nice job, dude.
But
Nice
you know, I got an idea here. Hazel, I got an idea.
Yeah.
We should make Gator do this.
What?
Like now.
Oh, well, coincidentally.
Oh, you bitches have been talking, haven't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I knew
we actually have something called the Speed Run Gator.
Oh, do
you
we?
may not have known this.
Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, damn.
I've heard about it. I think I just did it. We need to find out who the better gator is. We've always said that.
Oh,
so.
damn. You guys set my ass up tonight, didn't you? Oh, shit.
Again, don't know what
Possibly.
you're talking about. But
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna find out who has the bigger, streak.
All right, hold on. I got to get in my head. All right.
so who's doing what, Hazel?
All right. Why don't you keep count? I'll do the questions.
In the time?
Whoa. You're going to put him in charge of who got how many right? That's all right.
Yep.
I'm going to go over it. I'll go over the recording to make sure. Quality control.
Wow. I sense the feeling he doesn't trust me. Hazel.
Yeah, how'd you get that?
I can feel the love.
Oh, my God. All right, fuck it. Let's
And we've never played Destiny together on PC. I wonder why. He doesn't trust me.
I don't know why, man.
Asshole.
Shit.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Sorry about the question when you said what annoys you the most. That was just the first thing that popped in my head.
That's
Your
fine.
voice does not annoy me. It was just the first thing that popped in
Yeah,
my
but you know what? That was a smart answer because I think last week, Chris tripped up on the favorite restaurant. I was like, dude, just say something. You don't. It doesn't have to.
And what's your
TV
motto?
show.
And what's your motto?
No, I don't think he had motto.
He didn't. Oh, who had that
TV
one?
show. I
Favorite
think.
TV show.
Yeah, and he's like Mrs. Maisel.
What did you say
Yeah.
about? What did you say was your favorite TV show?
Married with Children.
Oh man, that was a good show. Good answer,
Yep.
dude. Shit, I think someone studied, man. Holy crap.
Dude, you understand? When I listen to y'all's episode, I listen to that speed round.
You're freaking writing them down, aren't you?
No, I'm driving in the car, dude. All that's from memory.
Oh,
That's
damn.
awesome.
Well, shit. We'll see how I do now. I've only written half the questions, so I should be fine, right?
Sure, exactly.
All right, let's
So-
go. Lay it on me.
Yep. All right. So this is a segment called the Speed Run, where we have a database of over 100 randomly asked questions for your ass, and you have 60 seconds to answer them. Ready?
Yeah, hit me.
All right.
You got to
Star
give me.
Wars?
Wait, you got to give me a countdown, man.
I do.
Yes, come on, man.
He did it for me. Come on, we
He
gotta
did.
be fair. We gotta be
And
fair.
remember, you don't start the clock until I answer.
I'm aware. Not a rookie, man.
All right, let's go.
All right. I'll change the question here. Destiny 1 or Destiny 2?
You still didn't give me a countdown.
For fuck's sake.
Come on, man.
You should know what. I mean, come on. I'm going to hit the ground running. All right. Shit, man. I'll cater to your ass so
Thank
you
you.
can try your best to beat the gator that can spell.
All right, fine.
All right. Here we go.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Sim games, yes or no?
Yes.
Favorite actor?
John Connery.
John Connery?
Sean Connery.
Rock, paper, or scissors?
Rock.
Smooth or chunky peanut butter?
Smooth.
Thick or skinny fries?
Thick.
Toilet roll, over or under?
Over.
Do you play racing games?
No.
Sim games, yes or no?
No.
Favorite musician?
Coldplay.
One thing you could change about yourself?
Shit. Be more on time.
Favorite ramen flavor?
Chicken.
Hats, yes or no?
Yes.
Pulse, scout, hand cannon, or auto rifle?
Pulse.
Beef or chicken?
Beef.
Is white chocolate chocolate?
Yes.
And last question, gold or silver?
Gold. Gold.
Time.
And let's see. Let me tell you this.
Shit.
I had to have beaten his ass.
You threw my ass off, man.
He got like 4 right.
Fuck.
Nah, he got 16.
That's good, I guess.
And we have answered the question: who is the better gator? The one from North Carolina. Damn it!
Whatever. No, you know what though? That's bullshit. Hazel
What?
wasn't
What now?
Hazel wasn't asking him fast enough. Did you hear that pause in the second question?
All right, what do you?
I-
No,
to
you know what?
switch.
You know what? Nips, brother. I know what you're feeling now, brother. I know what you're feeling now.
All right, we'll give you an extra question then, and then you'll get 17, and you're still not as good as RNG.
Fuck it.
Oh, and if it makes you feel better, you're still not as good as me either because I got 18.
Shit. Damn it. What did I get hung up on?
But I had to message Hazel. I was like, Hazel, we got to do this to him. I was like, what better episode to throw this on him?
Dude, you got me by surprise. I did not expect this coming. It was a definite blindside. That was awesome, man. That was fun though. I'm glad someone decided to do it.
This is so much fun.
You know what's funny is I don't know if this is one thing you don't know about me. When we're at dinner at night before our movie, usually my wife and I, she wants me to do the speed run for her. I'll go over speed run questions, especially the new ones we added.
Do that in a restaurant? I mean, there's people around, man.
No.
Shit. I mean, God, don't you have any common decency?
He's Florida man, so no.
Yes.
God almighty.
Give me my bath salts. All right. All right. That's enough shenanigans. Let's move on. Hey, good job, man. You're the leader. Hey, you're the leader. I have to own it up to it. You beat me. We'll see. We'll see how it goes in PvP League next. We'll see. All right.
That's a different story.
Well. It's all in fun, man. Good job.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
job. Good job. All right. Hey, let's move on, guys. Hey, let's see what's been going on with the three of us in entertainment and gaming this week. Let's start with what we've been watching this week. Chet, I'll start with you.
All right. Well, I've been watching. It's a show I've wanted to watch on Netflix. It's the Sabrina, like the Sabrina Teenage Witch, but it's a much darker episode. It's not the comedy.
Hell yeah.
Wait. It's called Sabrina?
Yeah, it's called
Hell
Sabrina.
yes.
It's the Adventures of Sabrina.
No shit.
This shit
I've
watched 3 episodes. It's dark. We're talking all hell Satan,
Wow.
type stuff. I mean, they say it in it. I mean, it's and like when Tommy said, "Oh, thank God," it's like thanks Satan. So,
Jeez.
what the hell was that?
I think Hazel turned his computer on or something.
Was that Satan? I'm sorry. But yeah, we've watched the 3 episodes me and my wife had, so been watching that with her. And I mean, the second episode of the first season, because there's 3, well, they call them parts. There's 3 parts out, but the first part, second season of the first part, or second episode of the first part, it got done, that episode. And I looked at my wife, I said, if that's just the second episode and there's 11 in the first part, I'm like, where's going to be the lull? Because the second episode was just, I was like, oh shit, I've got to watch more of this, So I've watched that. I watched The Magicians on Netflix because it's a sci-fi show. It's pretty weird and not something I can watch with the kids. Most shows I watch, I can't watch with the kids around. That's why I'm always behind, because all my kids are like walking in the bedroom. I'm like, go out. You can't see this. Go away.
Yeah. And they're at that age too. They're very impressionable at that age.
Yeah, they're 13 and 15. I don't want them here.
Yeah.
But I also watched Harley Quinn, the new animated show on DC Universe.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
That is freaking hilarious for a cartoon. It's not a kid's one. I mean, there's cussing. The first episode, the F word was thrown around like crazy, but it is so funny. I cannot. I ain't watched the one tonight yet, so
Cool.
It comes out every Friday. It's a great show to watch.
I'll have to look into that. That's a DC streaming service, right?
Yeah. I don't pay for it. I watch it another way.
Okay.
I'm not paying for that. So, I have Disney Plus, I have Netflix, and I have an IPTV service and a VPN.
Just a public service announcement. The views of our guests do not exactly represent the views of this podcast. Kids, please do not pirate stuff on the internet.
I'm not downloading nothing.
Oh, okay.
I'm watching all this streaming. I'm in New York.
Nice.
What are you talking about? That's what they think.
You know what? I'm gonna put some sirens on, like right here. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'm just joking.
But let's see. Watching wise, went and saw Dr. Dolittle last Sunday.
Yeah, we had a difference of opinion on this movie. I heard.
Well, I was looking at it more as a family you were scoring it as a family movie for take my kids to see.
Yeah.
I didn't have to worry about what was said, what jokes were made. It was good. And I mean, everybody's got him on such a high pedestal from being Iron Man.
Right.
It's, I mean, what's he going to do that's going to live up to what he did in Iron Man and Avengers? It's going to be hard.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
So,
well, that's just it. See, we're older and we're more critical of movies. My wife and I have seen so many, and I understand exactly where you're coming from now. Because as for a kids movie, it was very entertaining. Visuals were awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I got to a point now I stopped listening to reviews because to me, reviews nowadays, even games, movies, it seems to me it's like, who paid you to write this? Yeah. So you can just stop people from seeing it. Like Star Wars. I enjoyed Episode 9.
I did too.
Loved it.
Oh, I did too.
I loved it. But if you read the reviews, you wouldn't come within 2 feet of that theater.
Now, see, cult movies like that, and like Star Trek and Star Wars, this big war between the factions and stuff. I like it all, man.
Star Wars is not a cult movie.
Well, you know what I'm saying. It's a cult. It's a cult classic.
Yeah. So when I went to see Star Wars, I got to sit beside a guy who saw the very first Star Wars in theater when it came out. See, I was born in 1978, so I think the first Star Wars came out right around my year I was born. So I didn't get to see them all in theater.
Yeah, I was in line.
And we know. You've been around since Methuselah.
I'm old as dirt.
But this guy. So I got to talk to this guy after the movie was over with while we're watching the credits, and get to hear So I got my daughter on one side, or my daughter sitting beside me, and him sitting beside my daughter. So I've got my daughter who's 13, who likes it. She loves the Mandalorian because she loves Baby Yoda, and the child. Excuse me, not Baby Yoda. So I get to hear her view. And I got this older guy. It was the greatest thing to listen to my daughter, see what she likes, and him actually talk about, hey, I saw this. That was great. I mean, getting to see that on the opening night and getting to hear it that way was great.
That's nice. That's a great scenario. Yeah. Anything else?
Not watching wise, playing wise, Destiny started.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Oh, okay.
We'll go watching first, and then we'll all shift gears to playing. Hazel, what about you, buddy?
All right. So for me,
we know you just finished Lost in Space. That's why your ass was late.
Well, yes, it was, but I'll be honest. That show is fantastic, and it's PG. That's the thing that blew me away is that I mean, this is like a legit family show. Like, it's got some like intense moments and scariness to some of the stuff, but it's like wholehearted and family oriented and all that. So,
and it's quality. You can definitely tell. It's high production.
I mean, I'll be honest. When I first saw it, because I never watched the TV show, never really got into it because the TV show to me seemed cheesy.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Is this like that?" But after I hear you guys talk about it, I might, give it a shot and see what it's like.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, it is beyond good to me. Like, this is like just a brilliant show, and I mean, if we hit the question in the Q&A part, there's a question that I think Scumdeath asked about when's the last time that you got excited when you were watching it or playing a game, and for me, like the season finale of season 2 finale, for me is just I got excited and my jaw was open.
Really?
It was just. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yep.
I thought it was good. But I wouldn't put it under that characterization.
Well, I mean, but here's the thing, though, is that I've watched both seasons in the span of a week.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So there is that.
Sam, do you work?
I'm starting to wonder.
I do. And that's another question, actually, I think Scumdeath asks, is what do you do in the bathroom?
He does work.
But aside from that, my wife and I, we're going to dive back into that show, You, which is about the creepy stalker guy.
Oh, yeah.
And The Outsider, continuing that. That is a fun, twisted little show that's just a little bit nasty.
That's why I thought you would like that Sabrina show if you ain't seen it, Hazelnut.
Yeah, I started
your eye.
Yep, I started that show and I was like, wow, this is really, really dark and really good though. So,
Yeah, it is.
but yeah, that's about it for me. What about you, Gator? Wait, the Gator that can't spell. That is.
Oh, is that me? Okay. I did finish the 3rd season of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel this week. That's a really good show, man. If you watched Mad Men back when it was on, what was it?
A&E.
Was it A&E? Yeah. It actually made A&E.
Or AMC, excuse me.
AMC. It actually brought that theater into the light. I mean, that theater, that network.
What is it about? What is the gist of that show?
Think.
I didn't watch Mad Men. So.
Think the 50s, and the Mad Men is probably more late 50s, 60s. Mm-hmm. So it's almost the same time period. It's a little before that, before the ad agencies and stuff did all that. But it's a really good time capsule, man. Because back in the 50s, think about it. Housewives had their place. They're supposed to be in the house. They're supposed to be cleaning. They're supposed to be cooking. And this lady just breaks the mold. I mean, totally just does. She's a comedian, and this is just her. It's just her vision. It's her, and I was just watching the award show where the actors vote for themselves. The not the Golden Globes, but the one that's real serious.
Guild Actors.
Actors Guild. Actors Guild. Yeah.
Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah, and they voted The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel as the best ensemble cast in a comedy show this year, and it earned it. It was really good. So you got to see it, man. It's really good. There's 3 seasons, so buckle up. That's like 20. I think it's about 8 episodes per season. So just pace yourself, man. But it's a good palate cleanser, I would say. But and then let's see. I watched. I think I got. Oh my God! I got so many movies to talk about. I've been really binging with movies. I didn't play a ton of Destiny this week. I just watched movies.
I don't think you play Destiny, even though you say you do. I never see you online.
Yeah, and everybody calls me a hardcore.
Casual.
Yeah, everybody calls me a hardcore. Yeah.
Hey, what's your season bar at?
Which one? Which account?
I don't know. Whichever one you play on Steam with.
I've got 2 accounts on Steam. One is at 158, and another is on 101.
I just hit 100 last weekend, so I'm at about 106.
Yeah, it's not bad. I'm a bounty whore. I mean, I just love bounties.
I am too.
I love bounties. I mean, I was one of those guys yelling for bounties when they didn't have a lot to do in bounties. And okay, back to me. I watched The Irishman. I had to break it up into 2 parts. It's Martin Scorsese's latest movie, and this one, by the way, got an Oscar nod for Best Picture as well this year. So I had to watch it, and it's about 3 hours long. But I tell you what, here's the way I'll put this: if you really liked Goodfellas and Casino, this is both those movies combined on steroids. It is really, really good because it incorporates Jimmy Hoffa into all this. So it gives you some possibly true story of Jimmy Hoffa and what went on back in the day. I don't know if it's historically accurate or not because no one really knows what happened to Jimmy Hoffa, but this is one of the ideas. So just keep that in mind when you watch it. I was glued, man. I was glued to it the entire time. And if you're, like I said, if you're a fan of Scorsese's work, you're going to definitely want to see this movie. It is a long movie, so I had to break it up into 2 nights. It's I usually game and then I watch a movie before I go to bed. So,
how long is it? Like 3 hours or something?
It's 3 hours, man. It's a full 3 hours, no commercials.
So it's an Infinity War.
It's an Infinity War movie, and definitely. But I'm telling you,
lower than Infinity War though.
It will keep you so interested. You'll be just hanging on the edge of your seat. And I got to tell you, man, Joe Pesci, it's the best I've seen him act. It's really that good. So good. So yeah, definitely see it. I'm not going to give away too much because I don't want to spoil anything, but I also watched a movie on Netflix called The King. Have you guys seen this one?
Mm-mm.
This is a period piece from the Middle Ages, like I think 1400s, knights and kings and queens and all that. And this overall, man, I tell you what, this was the account of young King Henry V's early life. He's once a drunkard and kind of a strange child of the current king. And he first was denied his rightful place as the eldest son to become king, and his younger sibling was going to be taking the throne. But he was foolish. He liked to fight. He wanted to prove himself. So his younger brother dies. Long story short, he ends up regretfully having to, because his father was dying of an illness, he had to become king, and it talks about, you know, his trying to adapt to being a young king and everything. And he only lived at 22, by the way. I looked it up. Brad, just to let you know, Brad Pitt was one of the producers on this one, so it's high quality. It's very good high quality. If you're looking for a movie to watch on Netflix, Joel Edgerton was also in this as a supporting role, but you probably might know. But Timothy Chalamet, this was who played the young King Henry V. If you don't know this guy, you're gonna know him, because this is an up and coming actor. He was really, really good. So he was a little less known to me, but Robert Pattinson played the Prince of France. Overall, I definitely put this in your queue. I think it was worth a watch. I think 84% Rotten Tomatoes from the audience on this one. So it was really, really good. And finally, I watched the latest incarnation, Bad Boys for Life. And got 78% from Certified Fresh. I'm laughing. From the critics, and 97% from audience. I want to know who, like you said, Gator, I want to know who paid these critics to give the score. Because
same ones that rate Madden every year, probably.
And my wife, I mean, my expectations were in check. It's an action flick, you know, but it's Bruckheimer, you know, it's a Bruckheimer film.
So it's gonna be like Six Underground with Ryan Reynolds on Netflix.
I was just gonna mention that. Did you see that?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Do not see that movie. It was terrible.
What, Six Underground?
Six Underground. It was no.
I loved it.
It was no story.
No story. No, there's no story. But
it's like
bad.
It's
I
like,
knew
hey,
that going in there, it's a cut my brain off. I like Ryan Reynolds. I love his.
I do too. I do too, and I can take him in a fight.
The movie sucked, but it was just funny as hell to watch the interaction between the actors.
I'm telling you, the CGI was so crazy. I mean, it was literally you had no time to take a breath. And it got
about Six Underground.
Six Underground, and
it doesn't matter. It
was to the point. Bay. Six Underground was to the point where I was laughing when people were getting shot.
Yeah, it's just blow shit up, shoot people. And,
it was. I mean,
let's go on.
I mean, usually with his movies, you get to take a breath. You know, there's a slow scene or something. No, man, it was like a machine gun of CGI coming at me. I don't know.
Once it started, it didn't stop.
Like you said. If you want a more of a brain dead movie, you're just kind of chilling and unwinding before you go to bed, maybe that's something to see. But Bad Boys for Life. I like Will Smith. I'm a big fan of his. I went to it only because Will Smith was in it. I could really care less about Martin Lawrence. He hadn't been anything anytime soon or anytime recently. And, I think the comedy fell flat. The story was pretty predictable. It did have a little bit of a twist in the story. I guess maybe that's what made people like it so much, but no dog, not for me.
It was a money grab for me.
It was a money grab. It was a money grab, exactly.
There was two Bad Boys before this, I think.
Yeah, right? it was back in there early. It was late 90s and 2000s, I think, is when all this came out.
Yeah, it comes back more to Hollywood wanting to rehash crap. It's like, just think of something original.
Get original. I agree, man. Same way. Well, hey, let's switch gears here. Let's talk about what we've been gaming this week. Start with you, Gator. What have you been doing this week in gaming?
Destiny 2, I've been working on. Now that I finally hit, my thing was hit 100 on the bar, get quest, weapon quests here done. Now I can work on old ones. I've started going back trying to finish Redrix. I'm up to the 25 Crucible, 25 Survival, 25 Rumble matches. Then I got to do 20 bounties, and I'll have it. Got Randy's. Right. I've worked on my Revoker. I'm up to 114 out of 300 there. I've got, the linear fusion rifle. Got my working on that here, and and doing when Gambit comes back around with an Infamy boost, I'll probably jump in the Gambit.
Right.
Finally got my synthesizer up to powerful on one character because I never wanted to do that through the whole Gambit season. I had no urge to. I did it in like 2 weeks. Now I was like, why was this so hard? I was like, this is easy. Went in, got my thing up to powerful, did Wreck It in tier 2, and got my RNG dropped for me like 2 or 3 spare rations to drop. I, kept one of them, stuff like, everybody's like, I can't get these weapons dropped. They're just dropping like candy for me. So, did that. I've played Jedi Fallen Order, got through the first 2 or 3 planets, and it's a slow game to start. There was telling Gator before the show that I was actually like going, do I keep going or do I go back to Destiny? because this is boring me. But do I keep pushing through? I know some people say it's going to get better, but this is boring me. I started Battlefront 2's campaign, so I've just been playing.
Destiny-itis.
It's always in the back of my mind.
Yep.
So
cool.
Other than that, that's what I've been playing.
What about you, Hazel? I haven't seen you on much this week. You've been what have you been doing?
Pretty much watching Lost in Space, honestly. But
he's been lost in space.
He has been lost in space.
I really have been. It feels good to touch Earth again. But for the most part, when my PlayStation is on, it's either on Just Dance 2020 for my daughter and my wife. So, it's funny you said Seven Rings because that's actually on there.
Oh, I know. I've got that game. My daughter got it for Christmas. I know.
Yeah. But more than anything, though, me personally, I've been playing Deus Ex 2, so the sequel to the first one, Mankind Divided, and then Infamous Second Son, just trying to basically, like I said, just seeing how basically stuff looks on the PS4 Pro. But my daughter is absolutely in love with Goat Simulator.
That every time you say that game, I just think of this goat being flailing all over the screen.
Dude, that game is so hilarious. Freaking fun to watch. I've watched my son play it. That's not something I'm going to play, but I can see the pull for kids that like it. It's just dumb, mindless fun.
Yeah, and that's all it is. And she says it too, like, I want to play the goat game. Mm-hmm. And then she wants to go out and lick people and then drag them around half the map and stuff.
Catch them with your tongue and just see how far you can drag them and fling them.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, that's about it for me. One thing I want to say though is about Mad Men is that it's amazing to see like how much of the time capsule, like you mentioned, that it really is, because there's a scene, like I want to say the first or second episode. That's all I've seen is basically like the first couple episodes. But you see kids like jumping over car seats. They're not in seat belts. They're like, they have like dry cleaning bags over their faces.
Oh yeah, dude.
They're doing all the things that we
would
basically
drive people crazy nowadays.
Hey, Hazel,
lose their shit.
Hey, Hazel, I remember my parents used to drive a Ford Pinto. They had a Ford Pinto at one point.
Oh shit!
And it wasn't the hatchback; it was the one with the trunk, and it had the little shelf window in the back. Remember that? I used to sleep in that when my mom and dad would drive. Dude, there was no seatbelts were not an issue back then.
I found the picture of my wife's grandma and grandpa at their house of when they were, just married, and one of their daughter, my wife's aunt. It was a car seat, but it's like they had it hanging on the window outside the car with the kid in it, not driving, but like out, just there's. The kid's sitting in it. You got to think, is this going to support this? And this is, I'm like, nowadays people would freak the heck out. If the kids just with the picture in it. I'm like, it looked like a high chair seat and hanging outside, just hooked on the window. Like, here you go.
Crazy.
Yeah. And what was absurd is the fact that the kids lived.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Gator.
Yeah, somehow we made it. Somehow we survived.
I drink from a garden hose and survived.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Oh, the water tastes so good.
If you were thirsty, who cares about the plastic taste? You just down it, man. A hot summer day in Florida.
If you could bottle that, that'd be good.
Yeah, right. No, I'm working on my Savior title. Destiny 2 for me, guys.
I need to do that.
This is on my XterminaGator account. This is my Guardian Down Cast clan account. So I am working on that. I've just finished the Honor Bound, where I had to get all those damn points, doing all those nightfalls, those 920 nightfalls. I guess they're called what do they call them? Not the hunt, but the ordeals. The ordeals.
Yeah.
Those were fun though, man. I got to admit, for farming, materials, enhancement cores and stuff, and higher, it was really fun to do. And being that it was match made, it was really a lot of fun. One thing I always hate though about strike bounties is everyone steals your damn kills. So that's why I always, when it comes to individual gun kills or any kind of things, what I do is I just launch a solo nightfall and I go down into, hopefully it's on a planet or it starts in an area where I can go down a lost sector and just get it done. It's sad but true. But I mean, if Bungie could make bounties to be shared amongst the fire team, then we wouldn't have to worry about this shit.
Well, like they did the sidearm quest.
Yes.
For Vanguard this season, your teammates' stuff work for you.
Right.
Do that with the bounties.
Right.
Because I am that person, and I will be that dick. If you die in an area where there's a bunch of people, you will stay dead until you respawn. I'm going to go get those kills. I'll revive you after I got my bounty done.
Isn't that funny? When someone dies because they're a little too aggressive, and you're like, well, sucks for you, dude. Enjoy the 25 seconds.
Let me sit back here with my bow and shoot these people.
I'm going to go get these kills that you've been stealing from me. Good luck, bud.
Yep.
Let's see. Also, the only thing I got left is for my savior titles, I got a little, the legendary sundial stuff to do. I've got to go through without dying, which I'll just stay in the back. I got that too. I'm staying in the back. Well, we need to get together then, since we haven't played on PC. We need to crunch that and get that done.
Yeah, I need to do legend and without dying.
Yeah, I got
one of my groups and say, look, I'm gonna stand here. Y'all go kill stuff.
I got to do legend too. So yeah, we need to hook up and get that done, man. We need to get that done. 2 gators and one fire team. I think we'll be on fire. Let's see. I got the Bastion. The exotic new Bastion exotic on both accounts. It's not really hard to do.
What did you think of that quest?
I thought it was pretty simple. I felt like I was disrespecting all those people who put all those pieces together, that puzzle, to unlock it. I felt a little I felt a little dirty doing it, but I watched a whole video of how they did that. That is amazing how they did that.
I watched Glad and Lono and all them doing it, putting it together. And don't get me wrong, it was great. But for me, I got to the point where I was on Twitch. I'm like, I want to watch somebody playing Destiny that's not doing a damn puzzle.
Good luck.
And I found people. So
did you?
But I have people I followed that were like making fun. Like, I am not doing the puzzle. I was like, I'm watching you.
Maybe I'm just too old and slow, but I could not figure out what they were trying to do. Something about screenshots and turning in screenshots to a document or something.
What Lono or Glad would do, they would run to that room with the casket, and they would look down at the floor, but they wouldn't do their reveal. They'd have people join them. They'd run to them, and when they get there, the person would shoot them, punch them, like, hey, I'm here. They'd look down. They would do their reveal. They'd take a screenshot of it and throw it into their Discord, and then people were putting it together. And because if you looked at the door, there would be openings, and that's what they started putting together to make that map and how to follow it. Because, if there was a doorway, you couldn't go that way. If there was an opening, that's how you get out of that part of that room.
Right.
And that's what they did to find the thing.
Well, I was just looking, and Fire Breather is my last pinnacle weapon, or whatever, legend. What do they call them now?
Ritual weapons.
Ritual weapons. So I gotta run an Iron Banner this weekend and run around like an idiot using a line rifle, and get those kills done, and I'll be done with that.
For the Komodo or whatever?
Yeah, the Komodo, yeah. I got to get that. And then once I get that done, Legend Sundial, and I got to kill a few more other bosses that haven't appeared yet. And then, like you said, the Legend, and then run without dying. And the one that says you have to run through within a certain amount of time, I watched a video today, and it says all you need to do is make sure you get through 2 encounters without having it count down time-wise on you. So
yeah, I got that like out of the blue.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Randoms.
That's what they're saying. So I'm hoping I'll get it. I haven't been in a group yet that's been able to do that. So hopefully that I'll get that done soon. And then I should have Savior for my Exterminator. He doesn't have a title, so it's the only reason I'm pursuing this, because I've got several titles on my Gator account, and I just feel like this is the season. It's a fairly easy title to get. It's not too crazy, but
yeah. I don't have any titles. I've played. I am 2 weapons from Wayfair, Kelvin and Nilheim Frost, and she will not fucking get
Yeah, I understand that. Those are I had to get the Nilheim Frost too. It took forever.
I am 1 season from Unbroken. All I need is 5,500 one more time, and I'll have Unbroken.
That's impressive, dude, because that's something I haven't even attempted to get that.
Oh, I'll tell you right now, I didn't get Unbroken all by myself. Somebody ran me to 5,500 2 times. I've done mostly everything else. I'm looking at Dex.
I was gonna say, I'm looking at you, Dex. Looking at you, buddy. Yep.
I'm not ashamed to say it. He helped me get Not Forgotten. I've had people in my group help me. I'm like, get on my account. You want to do it? I'm not at work. Go for it. You know.
It's potato, man. Mm-hmm. It's whatever. It's just a weapon. It's just a title. So
I've forgotten it's so much fun to use in PvP.
I was listening to the guys on Gamerscore Radio today talking about it. Not Gamerscore, Gamer Tag Radio. And
Gamerscore, they put out an episode?
No, I was also listening. Yeah, no, it hasn't been half a year yet.
Is it 2021?
No, it's not 2021 yet. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry I raised your hopes. I'm sorry. I was listening to the Destiny Community Podcast, and they were adding an episode on PvP, the state of the Crucible, and I was like, oh hell yeah, I want to listen to this.
Oh yeah, I bet you that would be good.
They had Triple Rec on, and also True Vanguard.
Nice.
Shout out to those guys. They're really trying to, and they had some really good input, on what they're not liking, and I don't always agree with some of those guys, but I'm a big fan of TVs. I'll leave it at that. I watch a lot of his videos.
Here's my thing. PvP right now, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
What Destiny 1 was when we finished PvP, I hated it. I did not want to do it. I did not like it. And when I'm doing good, you hear everybody else talking, it sucks. I hate this. I hate that. I hate this. You know what? I don't give a shit if I win or lose. I enjoy it. I'm averaging 16 to 20 kills a match when I run solo.
Right.
I mean, for me, that's awesome.
I was going to ask you that. What do you think of the solo playlist?
I just jump in and play control. I don't really jump in.
Oh no. I meant the solo comp. Have you done the solo comp?
I've done it, and it's a slog when you got somebody that runs you at 5,500, then you jump in.
Yeah,
but once I get my rhythm,
right,
I can run at 5,100. I can actually hold my own.
That's good, man.
Depending on who I get teamed up with, but
yeah.
I enjoy it. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I'm like, win or lose, it is what it is,
I think the Crucible is in a good place. The problem with the Crucible right now, and I have to agree with Triple Rec and True Vanguard on this, there's no in game. There's no weapons, there's no ornaments, there's no special armor. There's no special title. There's no
carrot to chase.
Yeah, there's no special emblem. There's really nothing special about. And I'm just hoping they're just holding back, and are just going to unleash things in season 10 here. I'm really hoping so.
But I will agree. There's so much they got to work on, like connections and stuff. If you release trials in the state Crucible is right now, it's going to be a shit show.
I'm worried about that because
it scares me.
I'm really hoping that they can crunch down on the DDoSers and the people
and the hackers.
There's a ton of people on Steam that have like super fast abilities, or they'll just flash here and there, and all of a sudden you're they'll smack you and you're dead.
Had a Titan last night playing Iron Banner. Titans do not blink. This Titan went from the left side of the room to the right side of the room to the left in front of me, shot me. I couldn't hit him.
It's like it feels like a lag switch. I don't know how they're doing it, but some kind of lag switch or something.
I just don't understand why you need to do that. If you can't do that, don't play the game. Don't cheat.
Well, think about it, guys. I mean, if you cheat, you really don't know how really good you are. If you're cheating all the time, I mean, that's like false victory. What do you have to show for that? I mean, if you get the maximum title, the most prestige, whatever in Crucible because you cheated, that's a hollow victory, man. I would feel shitty. I mean, I would even put the emblem on because I'd be so ashamed.
But is there a difference between that and, like RNG said, having somebody play for you to get you not forgotten, and then you get the title?
But if you're not, but if you're not good enough to use the gun, so whoop-de-doo, you got me not forgotten. If I can't shoot worth of shit with it, it's going to show. You got the weapon, but if you can't use it.
The way I see RNG's situation here is he doesn't want to grind for the weapon. So he's got someone who loves to grind, and he says, "Hey, you want to grind for it? I'll be at work. Go for it. Here's my account."
I did some of it, like Luna. I did some of the kills for Luna.
We're not shaming you. We're not shaming
you. No. I just wanted to ask the question just to see, is there a difference between that?
I mean, okay. As far as weapon grind, I don't give a shit. However way I got to get it, I get it. I just want the weapon so I can go have fun and use it, right?
Yeah.
As far as accolades and titles and stuff, I believe you should.
I don't care if I get them. Yeah, if I don't get the title, I don't get the title. I don't care.
Yeah,
I've not got a title since D2's been out,
right?
And I'm close to a bunch of them. I just don't go after them.
But that's the difference. I mean, I'd love to have Unbroken, but I didn't play enough comp early on. It would take me forever to get that title. You gotta get 5,500 3 times, right?
Yeah, through 3 different seasons. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I've got the patience for that. I mean, I usually get to what I need to get the ritual weapon and like the revoker and all that. I love those weapons. That's my favorite sniper rifle, by the way.
Yeah, I gotta get that.
It's fun, dude. It's so much fun to use in Crucible.
Yeah, that one is fun. I'll be honest.
I had so much fun with that sight in Destiny 1. I got so good at using it that I've got a few videos on my channel where I have a little sniping montage. Not montage, but like a couple games where I sniped. And dude, there's just times when you're just on, and it's so fun to watch that back. But hey, let's move on, guys. We got a lot to talk about still, and I don't want to go till 3 a.m. So let's move on and talk about this week at Bungie. Let's find out what's going on with this week at Bungie. Hazel, what do we got?
Hey. So, in case you've lived under a rock in regard to Destiny stuff, even I am living under a rock technically, and when it comes to Destiny, and I even heard about the corridors of time. So, it's been solved, and much to the community's dismay, it dropped a weapon called the Bastion. And aside from that, all I know about the Bastion is that it's sort of like a lackluster primary linear fusion, and that's about it. No idea beyond that. But
wait a minute. I'll give you some input here. I've got the Bastion. I've used it in PvE. I haven't used it in PvP yet, but have you used it yet, Gator?
Oh, I've used it in PvP. PvE.
What do you think about it in PvP?
If you can control it, it will wreck in PvP.
I mean, I saw someone get a triple kill with one pull of the trigger.
Well, they were also standing still. Testing it. They have
to be lined up. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I did it in private matches with Dan Tuesday night, and
nice.
I got some kills that I didn't expect to get. If you can get them shots to hit, it will destroy the person.
I heard it. I mean, the way I felt it felt like a triple shotgun to me.
It's not a linear fusion rifle. It's just a fusion rifle.
Yeah.
So if it was a linear fusion rifle, I'd be using it to get this damn thing for the quest.
The wind up does take a while. It does take a while to wind it up. So you have to really get the timing down. But you know what?
What's the perks on it?
Don't stand out in the open. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and I heard the range fall off is really bad.
It's called Saint's Fist. It charges to fire 3 spread. A charge to fire a 3 spread of kinetic slugs. It fires slugs.
Wow.
And they're perfect. They're perfect. I would say perfect hexagons of spread. There's no randomizing the spread like with a shotgun or a fusion rifle. It is literally. It's definitely a slug. It goes in the same spot and leaves the same pattern everywhere you shoot it.
It's real cool to watch it fire. How there's emblems that move as it's charging up, and they line up, and then it fires. So,
and I just wanted to say thank you to all the. I heard there was like 5,000 people out there that put all this together to solve this puzzle. I'm sorry, I had to work. I couldn't really. I really. By the time everyone was kicking into this, I didn't even know what was going on, and I just thank all of these people who came together. I saw all the ingenuity with the spreadsheets and the separate docs outside of Destiny where people were putting screenshots together and coming up with this puzzle. And I am going to run the Corridors of Time because I think that's the least I can do for all the time that people put in to put this puzzle together. And there's some lore there to get, and of course, paying respects to your own grave, from what I heard.
Spoiler I did the lore in 2 nights. There's 19 of them for lore, and then there's one for the emblem.
Did you split it up? Did you split it up?
I did 7 one night, and then came back and did the rest.
Nice.
The next day. So
I just want to say that.
Yeah, and it's going to be going away Tuesday.
Yes.
So make sure that you guys, we'll have this out before Tuesday. So go ahead and make sure you get that shit done if you have fear of missing out or FOMO.
Get it done. Lana, talking to you. You want that lore. I know you want that
Shit.
lore.
She done got that stuff.
Okay.
Motherfucker, please. She
Okay.
was like in Clyde's back pocket, you know,
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Hazel.
or his front pocket, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, so aside from that, we are going to be getting update 2.7.1, which is basically going to be addressing a bunch of performance type things, not really anything like tweaks or anything along those lines regarding the weapons and that. But we all know Destiny and Bungie and their love of doing an update like this, which looks relatively meh. And then dropping something that's going to be like, oh, hey, you know, congratulations, here's the next Whisper, and it's going to be, or the next Outbreak Prime or something like that.
Or they'll do
So-
this fix and it'll break something else.
Well,
Telesto,
that's-
Telesto's probably gonna get broke again.
Don't talk about Celesto. Don't talk to about it that way. That's my baby.
I
I
know.
love it. I love it. So, and then there's some patch notes there, basically about getting, you know, the final lore entry from Eris. Green with Envy is hopefully going to be finally fixed.
You know what? I didn't have any issue with that. I finished that quest, and
I haven't paid attention if I got that or not. I'd have to get a look. I don't know.
you've got to get those. Yeah, it's. I think some of it didn't count one time. I was like, wait a minute, I just played a ton of Gambit. What? Why didn't it move up? Man, that's a slow bar. That bar's moving up slow, so maybe it did affect me, but I did get it done eventually.
Yeah. Couple things of note though, regarding the tweet doing is they are fixing the Worm God Caress and Winter's Guile and Syntheseps bug that was out there. Not really a bug, but sort of like a exploit. We'll call it that.
Oh,
where-
the melee damage.
yeah, where basically you could end up like just like four-shotting Riven. I don't know if anybody saw that.
Yeah, with
that,
the hammers.
yeah, that shit was sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they fixed that. So that'll be dropping on, I want to say Tuesday, if my memory serves me correctly.
28th. Yep.
So there we are. And aside from that, they go into some Bastion type stuff that it's going to be reset.
Yeah, and the main thing they were saying there is if you don't have the Bastion quest showing up, and this happened to me, showing up at Saint 14, you've got to finish the story of Saint 14, the beginning story, the recovering the past, an impossible task, and completing an impossible task. You've got to get all that done.
You gotta save him. You gotta save him. If you don't save him completely, you won't get the quest.
And I just had to do the last one, and once I did it, boom, it was right there waiting for me. So
I didn't have to do any of that.
what?
Bull crap.
Yeah, it's good you didn't get the gun.
Oh, well, I mean, no, I'm saying that, well, okay, there is that, true. But no, I was able to pick up the Corridors of Time quest.
Oh, no, that's different. Corridors of Time is a different quest. That's the lore stuff we talked about. That's from all the people putting the puzzle together.
Okay, but
This
in order
is-
to get the Bastion, you need to get
Yes.
the...
Yeah,
Yeah, because before Tuesday of this week, you could run, which we did Monday night, me and the friend from my clan. We didn't wait for Tuesday's reset. We ran the Corridors of Time, that long ass Corridors of Time to get the Bastion quest on Monday night and do it. And if you
Ooh.
didn't do that before Tuesday,
yeah.
you can pick it up from Saint 14, but if you haven't saved him, you can't pick it up. My son couldn't do it because he hadn't completed that on the character he was on.
Right.
So,
Shit.
Yeah, I just want to make sure people knew that because they've tweeted that several times. Bungie has, and I just want to make sure people realize you got to get those 3 stories done before it'll show up.
it's not hard.
It's not. Plus, dude, it's great. There's some great outtakes. There's some great
Cutscenes.
Absolutely, dude. You got to do it, man. It's Saint 14.
I know.
Well, okay. Here's my question. I know
He's gonna be your next Hunter Vanguard. So I mean, come on, we need
All
to
right.
save his ass.
I'm going to pose this question to both of you guys.
He's going to be a good Hunter Vanguard as a Titan.
You
Well,
damn straight.
We'll see.
need something.
Since Bastion was on the calendar for the 28th, and we got it earlier, and the fact that they're closing the Corridors of Time by the 28th, I have an itching suspicion that there's going to be something else to do on the 28th. Am I right? What do you guys think?
Well, I mean, yeah, there's something else going to drop. They've got something up their sleeve. You know, they probably
Think
do.
so? I just have this little feeling, man, that they're just because they said that it's closing by the reset of the 28th.
It's going to be a quest for the Galahorn.
That'd be awesome.
No,
that'd be sweet.
honestly, it should not have been. It honestly, I mean, okay, it should not have been Bastion. Also, I'll go out there and I'll say it. There it is. It should have been the Vex Mythoclast.
Oh, God.
Or sword. Awesome. I mean, there's a sword on your casket.
Right.
Well, yeah.
Right.
You know,
obviously, yeah. You know.
But my thing was, I think they underestimated the Destiny community.
You think so?
I don't think they wanted you to solve it because they said it's a marathon. Right. I almost think they probably wanted it to go until the 28th or whenever, this Tuesday coming up, because that's when the 28th is when the Bastion was supposed to drop.
Right.
I'm wondering if because people like Glad, Lono, they wouldn't go to sleep. They kept trying to make them go to sleep. Go to sleep. Stop doing this. They wanted people to do it a little bit a day, and I bet you it would have taken until the 28th because they powered through that. So I didn't find it enjoyable. I didn't mind the thing what people were doing, but to me it was boring. If this is the way I see it, why didn't you just give something to Osiris that everybody could do that contributed to it? Not something like where you gotta join these streamers and go take pictures. I mean, still something like that went into the database. Like when you did it, it went somewhere for these streamers. Something. I still don't think it was. They're getting close to hitting the nail on the head. I still don't think they were close enough with this quest to get there. To me, the community involvement.
They mentioned that there should have been something in game. I agree. I mean, you shouldn't have to. Whenever you have to go outside the game, and these coders have to start putting documents and decryption tools in place. I mean, that doesn't seem like that's part of the game.
Yeah, my son who's 15 looked at me. He's like, "Dad, what are they doing?" I'm like, "I don't know how to explain it to you."
Yeah, exactly. I was like, man, I felt really stupid. I was like, man, I can't follow what's going on here. Yeah, I understand that, you're getting a screenshot and I guess everyone got a certain amount of puzzles or you had to get screenshots every hour on the hour or something.
Yeah, it rotated every hour.
Yeah, the obelisk changed on that thing you walked up to, the icons changed and they write those down and it went like a clock starting at 1:00 and you'd follow it.
Oh, okay.
To 12 and then the middle was the last thing. And that's how they figured out the 19 lore and the emblem.
Okay. So. Well, again, I just want to say, I want to put it out there. Thank you to the Destiny community. You guys are amazing. I'm not surprised, honestly. And I don't think Bungie was surprised. I really don't. I think there's something coming on Reset.
I do too.
I just have a feeling.
If it's not this week, it's going to be. How much longer we got in this season?
Well, no, we got the Imperium Foundation the following week.
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
Yeah. So I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out. Hazel, anything else?
That is it.
Oh, come on, Hazel. You missed the best thing. The Crucible. We are no longer going to load into black screens, man. I now know why I'm getting a black screen. I am got a faster connection than everybody else. That's why I'm sitting on a black screen.
That happens to me
now
too.
You're just going to sit in space till all the slow-ass people finally catch up with you.
That's fine. I'm good with that. I always thought the game was crashing when it did that. I was like, oh, shit.
I did too. I was too.
Me and Warcry would play Iron Banner. I'm like, oh, shit, black screen. You got a black screen? Yep.
And then I like that to go fix some frame rate issues because I have noticed, because I have uncapped frames with my new monitor.
Right.
And I will watch on certain planets, depending on what's on the ground, debris-wise,
right,
the frames drop. Some of them, I'm getting 200, and then I'll drop to I'm barely getting 80 on some planets. It's like, I guess other planet, I'm at 100 and something. So,
well, for me, the frame drop for me on PC is when you go to your data, when you go to your inventories and stuff, and switch them out.
The delay in moving stuff.
I play on VSync 60. I can go to 200 frames, but I like things being smooth. I don't like things being choppy or the frames bouncing up and down all the time. I just like a smooth 60. I'm happy with that. And, I'm playing at high res, probably not quite 4K. I'm playing at 3.9K because it can't quite do 4K. 4K is really pushing the processor, but it's when I go into my database, and I think what it has to do is it has to pull all the database, and that takes time. And the UI, I just don't think is equipped to handle it. I mean, it keeps getting bigger and bigger. Eventually it's got to start catching up, So maybe.
Heaven forbid you go into your emotes. Oh my God.
Oh God, yeah.
The game just like.
Yeah,
like,
and if you're on console, good luck.
Mm-hmm. Even with an X, with an SSD drive.
If you don't have an SSD in a console right now, God help you, man, because it takes forever to pull stuff up. It's really bad.
Yeah, speaking of Hazel, you got your SSD in there yet?
Good question, Gator. I was going to ask him that myself.
I actually haven't gotten around to it yet because of, it's just not that important.
Oh my God, it's
right
one
now.
screw. It's one screw.
Dude.
As an IT perspective, do I need to come? Wait, you're in Ohio, right?
Well, no.
Indiana, where you at? Do I need to come up there and do it for you? I mean, if you pay for my flight, I'll come up there.
No, I can do it. I put one in my my other one and everything else. So
but let your daughter do it. I bet you $5 she can do it faster.
Just make sure you save stuff to a hard drive.
She's busy playing the GOAT game, so no, it's not.
She can play the GOAT game and change your hard drive out at the same time. What are you talking about?
Oh,
That's funny.
All right, guys, we got our main discussion coming up here. I want to get to it. I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say here. So we'll be right back. All right, guys, this was our main discussion tonight, and I got to give credit to Hazel here. This was a great idea. I said, Hazel, hey, man, you got any ideas on what you want our main discussion to be this week? And he goes, oh, yeah, I got a couple ideas. So this was Hazel's idea. Our main thing we're talking about tonight is what are our top 5 video games of the last decade. And it doesn't care about sales, doesn't matter on any of the external factors or what critics think. This is what we think about these games. So Gator, I'm going to start with you, man. What's your number 5?
My number 5 would be Kingdom Hearts 3. I know it's one that recently came out, and they got some DLC coming out soon, but I never got to play. I always wanted to play Kingdom Hearts games. Never got to play them because I never had the systems to play them on when they came out at the time, like the portable PlayStations and stuff like that. And then I was on the Xbox, but I always enjoyed it because I love Disney. And I was like, I want to play this because the characters look awesome. And I'm really excited that I think Game Pass, they're supposed to bring the Kingdom Hearts games to Game Pass. Yeah, and I can't wait for that. I'm going to, hopefully they come to PC. If they come to console, I'll play it because I just want to play those. But Kingdom Hearts 3, it was Elmer Fudd's Just Some Guardians podcast. I had to put that thing on hold. They did a spoiler one about the game, and I had it. The music in the game, the artwork, I love the game. And I remember getting to the final boss and chatting with Elmer while I'm playing it, and he like knows what's going to happen, and I'm sitting here, he can see me being excited and frustrated, and he's just soaking this in. And the final boss battle in that game, it was a pain in the ass because if you died, you went back to the beginning and of that boss battle, and you had to learn what his movements and everything. And I love that stuff because that's what I grew up on, games where you had to learn a pattern to beat stuff. And the game just hit everything for me. I was like, when you said to do this, I was like, I got 4 games. I'm like, I can't think of a 5th one. I'm trying to think of ones I've played. I just don't want to throw a game out there that I maybe half-ass played, not beat it. I was like, yeah, this game's got to be my number 5. I mean, it was just, I love that game.
Yeah, I didn't expect that one. Good pick.
Nice. Yeah, I never played any of the Kingdom Hearts games just because I thought that they were too kiddish. But then, I heard that, hey, it's not just what you think it is, it's other stuff. And then it was like, oh, well, shit, now I missed the boat.
Yeah, if you ever played Final Fantasy games, I mean, it's made by the same people. It's got that feel to it, so.
Yeah, so maybe I will check it out.
Cool. Well, what is your number 5 game, Hazel?
All right, so I'm trying to put these in order, but I just can't do it. So I'm just going to throw them out there in just, random order. So please don't at me.
Well, hey, it's your opinion. It's based on what you believe.
Yeah, well, it's not even that really. These are just my 5 in general games that of the past decade. So yeah. So my first one's going to be Mass Effect number 2. So I just loved everything about this game playing this and like how it started off, and it's like you're the hero and everything else, and then you die basically right in the first like 5 minutes of this game, like starting out, and then you get reborn kind of thing. It was so cool, and just I just loved everything about the game. And then also it didn't hurt that now I'm going to say this and my wife listens, but
I know what you're going to say.
Yeah, I beg for forgiveness. But and trying to bang Miranda, I mean, it was just, that was it,
I was the hot chick from high school that you could never get with. It's like, I got a chance.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's like, oh no, I screwed that up. Let me go back and pick this option. No,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, she likes the bad boy. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's mine.
Okay, all right.
Gator.
Now I rank mine from the I did rank mine. So my number 5, my 5th best game from 2010 to 2019, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. This was Treyarch Studios, and this is 2012 when this was released. The campaign, if you remember, was split into 2 timelines. It would flash back to the 80s and then up to the 2025. It was the first to offer 3D display motion, the display option for 3D TVs, which I never used because I didn't get into the hype of 3D TVs back then. But this game sold $500 million in 24 hours. That's how good a game this was, or how anticipated it was. This was the first COD, if you remember, that had branching storylines. They were known as Strike Force missions, where the player decided what decision affected the overall campaign. And it also introduced the Pick 10 system, if you remember that, for loadouts. The player could allocate whatever they wanted to a given number of slots, and according to the play style, according to what you like, what your play style is, you could set it up any way you want. And the best thing I loved about this game, they had score streaks instead of kill streaks. I love this. I have a video on my YouTube channel from when I played Black Ops 2 where I was dropping, a stealth bomber was dropping and just coating the entire map with bombs. And I think I got 10 kills from this score streak. It was all from capturing objectives. I think I was playing, like a capture the flag or no, it was not Control. It's Call of Duty's version of Control. Anyway, it'll come to me later. But it was so much fun, dude. It was so much fun. Just trying to stay alive in the buildings when you heard the damn stealth bomber coming across the map. I will never forget those memories. So much fun. So much fun. Okay. Number 4. What do you got, Chet?
All right. So looking at these, I was like, hey, rank them. But if I had to rank them, I guess my next one would be, and I could throw 2 in here. Borderlands 2, Borderlands 1, I could throw them together here. Borderlands 1 it said it came out in 2009. I thought it came out 2010-ish, but
nah, it's close enough.
The Borderlands series in general, 1, 2, the stories, the cell shading. I love the way it looks like that comic book look to it. I love that the game doesn't take itself seriously. Quests literally make fun of other games. And it's just unbelievable. Just run, gun, blow shit up. I mean, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Just if you die, what the hell? Revive and do it again. I mean, and then, like I said, the story, the acting in it, I love the Borderlands series.
Very creative stories. Very creative stories.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Hazel, what about you? Number 4.
Number 4, Dark Souls.
Really?
Yep. This is one of those games. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's like nails on a chalkboard to me to say this, but it's just one of those games that it's like when you eat hot pizza and it burns the roof of your mouth and you keep putting your fucking tongue on it.
But it tastes so good.
Exactly. I mean, that's the feeling I get whenever I play a Dark Souls game, where it's just like, fuck. But like how you're playing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order here. So it's, I mean, have you noticed that mechanic is in the game?
Oh yeah, you die It's not as hard as Dark Souls. I rented Dark Souls, bought it used at GameStop. came home, played it, took it back the next day. Couldn't get past the first boss. I was ready to throw my controller through the fucking TV.
I've heard
I was like, I'm
stories.
done. I can't do this.
Exactly. And that goes hand in hand with what you were talking about regarding your last game, Kingdom Hearts 3, about how you had to like memorize like how the boss moves and their attacks and everything else. And I mean, it was just something that I just absolutely loved about those games. And that was the first one that was just like, shit. This is like, it's like an old school game, how like you'd play it, and if you screwed up and you died, you were punished.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that's mine.
Very nice.
Gator?
Very nice.
Gator that can't spell. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. My number 4 game for the last decade was a game that I probably didn't plan on playing, but I got sucked into all the hype. It's Horizon Zero Dawn. This was my first action RPG game, and it was made by Guerrilla Games. They made all the Killzone series. This game was released in 2017, and it was just like Destiny, man. I could just sit there and listen to the birds chirping. You could just sit there and just take it all in, and it was like no other world you've ever been in. And this awesome hack mechanic where you had all these robot animals, and you're like, what are these robot animals doing here? The first scene in the game, you have a gigantic robot giraffe that comes walking through the middle of the damn field you're in. And it's the first mechanized robot animal I think you see in the game. And you have to jump while it's walking across. You have to jump up on these pillars and get on its back and then climb its neck to get to its head to hack it. It was so much fun. So much fun. And here I am. I'm a Call of Duty guy, man. I want a gun in my hand. There was no guns in this game. It was all bows and arrows and slings, and I felt like I was in the caveman ages. But I got to tell you, man, the weapons felt really crisp. The hit detection was very good. It was really right on. And there was nothing more fun than hacking an animal like one of these bulls and have them going and ramming all these villagers. It was so much fun to watch, man. I did not finish the game technically. I think we talked about this earlier. There was a mechanic or a certain part of the story I couldn't get back to, and I just got frustrated and just went back to playing Call of Duty, I think, but or back to Destiny. But this was one of my Destiny break games, and even though I didn't finish it, like I said, Destiny-itis, I felt like I got a good grasp on the story concept and Aloy, which was the female character. So, yeah, that's my number 4. Okay, number 3, your third best game of the decade. What do you got, Gator?
Borderlands 3. That would be the next one. I just feel like I said, I finished it over Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And that storyline and the way it left it and everything. It's one of those games, like Borderlands games, when you hit the credits, you can move them with your controller a little bit faster, but don't quit out of them because it's amazing what happens in the credits.
Oh.
The story is not over with.
Good to know.
I'm just going to say, if you get the credits, I don't know if you can skip out on them. It's fun to sit there and see who made them. The credits for that game were ridiculous, but like I said, they made fun of Dinklebot in Borderlands 3. There is actually a quest to go find something that looks like a ghost.
Yeah.
I can't remember. And they just don't take themselves seriously. And I mean, yes, they're always releasing these patches. If you look, they've fixed things, but the game's just fun. I mean, I've got the DLC to play. I can't wait to jump into that. I mean, and I'm sorry, you talk about Mass Effect 2 trying to get with Miranda. Moxie is from Borderlands 2, Borderlands 3. My God.
She does look good.
Damn, I love that character. And that's her DLC. The new DLC is Moxie's thing. That's the first DLC, story they come out with. I love the game. I love playing it.
Yeah, I got to still finish it. I'm glad you told me about the credits. It's kind of like it's kind of like after this podcast. A lot of people don't know, but we have outtakes after the music ends. And I'm curious to see how many people actually hear that part. But
I listened to it until the end.
Oh, we put it in there every week, and only our select fans, I guess, know to wait for that part. But I'm glad to know that that Borderlands 3 is doing that also. That's really cool, man. Mm-hmm. That's really cool. Hazel, number 3.
All right. Again, in no particular order. All right. So, I mean, I'm going to get some flack for putting it at 3, but again, no particular order. Skyrim.
Okay, that's a good choice.
I mean, there's just something about like just creeping around, hiding in a bush, shooting somebody with your arrow, the dragons, creating your own house and just doing all of that. It was just, I mean, I played it at a time when it was just eye-opening to me, and I was just like, wow, this is amazing, the stuff that I can do on here. So.
No, that's a good pick, man. I started playing that, but like most games from 2014 on, I wouldn't last very long because I'd always go back to Destiny.
They took a back seat. Yep.
But
yeah.
But that being said, you guys are never going to guess where I'm coming out of. I'm coming out of left field with this game. You guys are never going to guess this one.
Barbie's Dreamhouse?
Nope. Close.
Fortnite.
Hell no.
I swear to God, if he says Fortnite, I'm leaving. I'm done. Y'all can send the rest of the game.
My third most memorable and favorite game of the last decade is Rock Band 3. Really, technically, it's 2009 Rock Band 2. But because Rock Band 3 was released in 2010, I'm technically still in there. Actually, 2011. I'm still technically can include it. But the Rock Band series of games, I started out playing with my son with Guitar Hero, and he actually was the one who taught me how to do the guitar fingerings and stuff on the guitar, to the music. And dude, I can remember so many fun nights where my daughter would take vocals, my son would play the drums very well, I might add. I actually got him into playing drum set. I would play guitar, and my wife would play bass. And my wife was pretty good too. We're both musicians. She played clarinet, I played saxophone. So we have good finger dexterity, so we were able to keep up, being older people in the group. But gosh, man, the memories and the hundreds of dollars of song packs that I spent on this game. Oh, yeah. It had a best-in-class online store. Very realistic feeling playing on expert mode, which is, by the way, the only mode I would ever play on. If I didn't know how to play expert mode, then I would just keep practicing until I did. And this is where I actually started playing online with other people. We'd have a group of people that I would get with every night, and there was a husband-wife team I played with.
Sounds hot.
Yeah, it was, man. It was really good.
rock band swingers.
Yeah, exactly. And there was another third person who played drums really well, and I would play guitar. We had two guitar players, and we would switch off every other song. I would play the bass line, or I would pick the song, and I'd play guitar, and he would play bass. And dude, just so many good times. You're sitting there chatting in real time with these people, and just really good times. I think one of the guys was from England that we were gaming with on that game, and just so many memories, man. I mean, I may have spent hundreds of dollars on the song packs for this game, but the memories I created with my family playing this late at night until they finally had to put the kids to bed, it's priceless, dude. It's priceless.
Oh, I loved rock. I had the Guitar Hero games. I had the Rock Band. I had Lego Rock Band.
I never heard of that one.
I had DJ Hero. Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember that. I remember that one.
My wife got me that.
Did you ever get Beatles?
The turntable. I have the turntable. Yes, I have Beatles. My wife and my son.
That was
my son is a Beatles fan at 15.
Wow.
He loves them. I have records my dad gave my wife upstairs. We have a record player I bought for her Christmas one year to play them. We love the Beatles. Have you seen the movie Yesterday?
Yeah, it was really good. It's really good. It's one of the movies I when we started our podcast, it was one of the first movies I critiqued.
But yeah, we had the same thing. I had the microphone, had the drums, had the bass, had two guitars, and me, the kids, wife, we would all play. I loved doing that. I would sit there. I could do the singing and the guitar at the same time. I loved doing that.
There are songs on our playlist today that came from that game.
I can see that.
YYZ. I added that one because of one of the drummers for Rush dying, and my son and he would play drums, and he would keep up, and I would play guitar. And I couldn't get all the parts down because eventually your fingers just can't do it.
Yeah,
you reach your limit really quick on what you can do. But I could double strum it, and I could finger it quick enough. I could do it. in a lot of different songs. But
Somebody mark that. That's a great soundbite.
Yeah, exactly. You can figure out like a pro, apparently.
Did you have the guitar with the slide? Like, remember you could do this. I don't know if that was Guitar Hero. I know it was Guitar Hero. I don't know if you could do it.
No, Rock Band 3 is where they had the where you can improv in between certain points and you would get points.
You could slide through the notes with that one.
That was Guitar Hero. That was the last Guitar Hero. Yeah. But yeah, I replayed all those games, dude. They were so much fun, and just bringing my kids into music, and my kids went into band because of that. They got an early. They got early exposure to music. It was awesome.
I got something. I got an answer for the question. What people don't know about me.
Okay.
It finally came to me. I was in band.
Were you really?
I played baritone, euphonium, third out on trumpet, 7th grade. They put me on baritone because I had braces. The mouthpiece was too small.
That's awesome.
Put me on baritone the rest of my life, euphonium. All county band, would have made all state band, but got the flu, didn't get the tryout. I would have made it. I knew that shit backwards and forwards. I was so pissed.
You were in marching band?
Yep. Oh yeah.
All right, Hazel, this is your assignment. I need a euphonium meme in our Discord this week. Say
How
gator.
the fuck do you spell euphonium? What?
Euphonium.
Is that like a
no? It's EU
nuclear isotope or something? No,
it's it's EUPHON.
It's a small tuba.
Yeah, it's like a miniature tuba.
Yep.
I'll find one. I
got hit in the head with a tuba during marching band. We had this one move where we circled around, and I had to circle with a tuba, and his tuba hit me in the back of the head.
Oh my
circle
God.
around. I kept playing, and then my final senior year. My final performance where we went for competition, me and the other baritone player, we had to lay our baritones on the ground to pick up a piece of wood to open up into a western city. We were during the drum solo part.
Right.
And we were late going on because the band showed up late because they had to take SATs. And they showed up late. We were getting ready to go on. They're like, well, they're here. Y'all can wait. We're like, we should get to go on. They go on. It's perfectly dry. We go on. I've seen the video. You can see where the lights in the stadium are. It's getting dark. If it starts raining, you don't stop. The only thing that takes you off the field is lightning.
Right.
We played in the rain. All our woodwinds got wet, so their pads getting destroyed. My baritone is full of water.
Wow.
We because I had to lay it on the ground, I always pace my barrel up. I didn't think about with it raining to turn it the other way.
Right.
We get out there, do the thing for the halftime drum solo. I come back, pick up my instrument. We played When a Man Loves a Woman, the song. We're all walking out and glad high-fiving. It was part of the show.
Right.
And I'm turning my thing over. Water's coming out, and the guy's like, just don't play. I'm like, oh, hell no. We hit our first note for when because I'm low brass. Water shot out my baritone.
That's awesome.
It was the greatest sound I have ever heard on the video. I had mud all over our uniforms. So we got down on our knees in that, and the field's muddy. It was my last time as a senior. I was not going out like that. Yeah. We lost horn. We did not win first horn. Our guy, the team that we beat, if we beat them in anything, the ones that got to play in the daylight and no rain, they literally were destroying trophies that won first place in the parking lot.
Hey, Hazel.
Wow.
I think we just found the title for this episode.
Destroying trophies?
My euphonium was full of water. Oh, it's in there, baby. It's in there. I'll figure it out.
I played euphonium in concert band. I didn't play it in marching band.
Okay, my tuba was full of water.
I played baritone in marching band.
That's right. Yep. Euphonium is the concert version of it. Right? Yeah. That's right. I remember. I should know that.
I needed a pillow to play it. It was that small to get it up to my mouth and keep. I had to take a pillow, fold it, and set it on a pillow to get it up to my mouth.
There's a soundbite.
There we go. I got it. Don't worry. I got it.
Oh, it's fine.
You did sign. Yeah, you did sign the consent form, man. Sorry.
Sorry to take us off topic, but it hit me.
No, man, that's fine. That's fine. No, man, I'm glad you mentioned that. Well, that brings us to number 2. Chet, what's number 2, man?
I'm gonna go off what I put in the document here because I'm number 1 is good. I'm gonna combine number 1.
Okay.
And number 2 for me, I guess, would be the newest Gears game because Gears of War is what got me into Xbox. Okay. The Gears series is awesome, but the They didn't call it Gears of War. I think it's called what? Gears 5, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
That storyline in that game has got to me one of the best storylines.
Really?
I enjoyed it. I just loved the turns it took. You have a female character for once. It's not a bunch of guys.
Okay.
You have a female character, and the ending to that thing, and where it's set it up for where they're going to go with it. I can't wait. And I loved the open world effect that they finally gave to it. I mean, it's kind of open world. You get those two places you could go explore. I explored because it's like, hey, once you go through here, you can't explore this area anymore. And it would tell you,
right.
Do you want to do this? And I'd be like, okay, I've got everything off. I mean, I checked. It's like Nips with The Witcher. I followed every dot I could follow
Nice.
until I was done. And then I continued on. So I would say Gears 5 would be my number 2.
And that is on Game Pass. FYI.
Yeah.
That's one reason I got it. I didn't have to pay for it. I was like, oh crap, I can get this through here.
Very nice. Very nice. Hazel, number
Very
2.
cool.
Number 2.
Number 2. I'm going to go with actually a sequel. Titanfall 2.
Oh, yes.
Good choice.
I didn't think about that.
I mean, this was one of those things, like, I heard the hype on this, and I've been keeping an eye on Respawn just because I was a big Call of Duty Infinity Ward fan.
Mm-hmm.
So then when they all left, basically, I was like, well, I'm like, I'll keep an eye on them and that. And then they came out with Titanfall 1, and Titanfall 1 was just sort of, yeah, nobody, there was no fanfare to it. Everybody was like, whatever.
Yeah.
But then Titanfall 2 came out, and it came out to like these rave reviews. People I knew were like, holy shit, this is an amazing game. I was like, all right. So I plopped down my $60 full price just on the word of some friends. And it was absolutely fantastic. I just loved everything about it. The big mechs, like jumping out of the mech, like swinging around. I mean, the PvP was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was just, I think of that game and my heart grows just because of how much fun I had playing that game.
I heard the story was top notch.
Oh, the one part in the story where you were going between present time and past time. How many times did you die trying to be in the right spot without people surrounding you to kill you? That was an awesome mission.
Yeah, I know. Just thinking about it makes me want to play it again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have it up right now, and I'm like, I should download that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep.
Very good pick, dude. I thought about it because I bought the game and I played probably the first hour of the story, and it was really good, but Destiny-itis. But that doesn't keep me from my number 2 pick. And I got to tell you, this game, I'll just tell you, I spent 3,000 hours on this game. Battlefield 3. This was this was Electronic Arts and DICE together, 2011. And I have videos from gameplay and how-to videos on my YouTube channel to this day. I refuse to take them off because this is gaming memories. And I had tank tips. I had, you name it. I used every weapon in this game. There was so much progression. When we first got the game, and I have buddies that I still talk to this day that like Warcry by Torrid, Jughead, Lieutenant Dan, Rambo the Man, Taco Joe, or Joe Taco. I've got guys that I talk with in a separate chat group to this day because of this game. I remember the first week it came out, we couldn't even communicate. The glitchiness was so bad.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You remember those? You remember that?
Yeah.
It was like the first 6 weeks, I think. It was bad.
Yeah, it was very bad.
Eventually, slowly but surely, and DICE, I'm telling you, this Swedish company, they love this game. They really put a lot of love and soul in this game, and it showed. The detail, the deep progression of the game was really good. And if you didn't, even if all that, with all that, you had the best internet UI for this game called Battlelog, where you could create your own emblems. You could join clans, which I still am, the GOML clan to this day. You could customize your loadouts. You could look at your progression bars. You could look at any of your guns, see how many kills you needed on that gun to get the next attachment. Hands down, the best online user interface I've ever used. Period. I'm talking Bungie too. Period.
I made it was either that or Call of Duty, the one you can make custom. I made a Florida Gator.
Nice.
The Florida Gator. I found a YouTube video and how to.
Yep, I did it too.
Made it.
I didn't do a gator. I did a dragon, I think, because it was close. It had a really evil eye like a gator, and I put that on all my tanks and stuff. God damn, so many good memories there, man.
Remember Bad Company 2? Battlefield Bad Company 2?
See, here's the thing. All my friends, they played the hell out of that game. I never played it. I was busy with
my God.
I was still sucked into Call of Duty at the time.
Bad Company 2 was fucking awesome. I would run around as a medic and kill people with my paddles. That is what I would do.
I heard
use those revive paddles and go and just watch people die.
I
laughed my ass off so much.
I've heard all these people in ghillie suits that were getting killed. People would go ghillie hunting or something.
That's what I do is I would go looking for the snipers and I would kill them with my paddles.
That's awesome, man. See.
He sounds real remorseful, doesn't he?
Oh, I wasn't.
Nope.
I did that too. Remember, there was an actual bounty or an achievement you had to get where you had to get so many kills with a paddle. Mm-hmm. And I remember running around in Battlefield 3. People were laying down, laning, and didn't even realize it was behind them.
Scoping, yeah.
And you just start charging it up, and you hold down the button for a really long time, and you're like, zap. And remember the little torch robot. And you had to get kills with that thing. You'd run around with this little remote control robot that had a little torch on it, and you'd had to get so many torch kills with this damn thing. This was the hardest mission I ever had to do in this game. And you would run behind people that were laying down, or you'd chase people, and it's still things, pinging all over the place. Any little bump in the road, this thing was banging all over the place, and you're just doing everything trying to keep up with this person running because they didn't see it. And then once they stopped, then you'd sit there and burn them. And it was so funny. So many good times with that game.
Uh-huh.
So that was my all-time favorite game, number 2, for the last decade. Well, that leaves number 1. What do you got, Gator?
My number 1, if anybody could, is Destiny 1 and 2. Even through all the lulls and the vanilla Destiny 2 that came out and nobody liked, it's my game. I don't know how in the last decade I could put anything above it. I can't. You just go to time wasted on Destiny and see how much between the two you've wasted.
Yeah.
The hours, the fun I've had playing raids and stuff. My damn inventory. I need to go clean out my inventory. So many guns, I don't know if they're good or bad. I need to just go clean them out.
Yeah.
It's just, there's always something to do. Even right now when people say it's not great, you got people bitching about it. There is stuff. I got so many gun quests to do. I like that because doing those old gun quests, guess what? When I do them in a new season, I get progress on my bar for doing those things.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's the great thing about it. Yeah.
I can't. It's just the characters, the story. I can't play nothing else.
Yeah. Hazel, are you in agreement?
I am not actually. I want to be.
I say kick it from the call.
Wow.
I want to be. But there's been so many games that have been out.
I know.
We
only had to pick 5.
I know it sucked.
Yeah.
So, but The Last of Us. There's, Breath of the Wild, which I never played, but for me, I'm gonna go with one game that kind of shook me a little bit. Oh, fuck. All right.
And you forgot the name of it?
No, I was gonna say BioShock Infinite.
I played it. I actually completed that game.
Yeah,
that's one I never finished. I didn't like it. BioShock 1 and 2 were my favorites. Those were the most creepiest ass games.
Those were. Yeah. But I think, fuck. All right. I guess I am gonna have to go with Destiny.
No, go ahead. Why did BioShock Infinite? I want to know why BioShock shook you.
wanna know.
What shook you about? I want to know.
Just at the ending of it, because come to find out that you're basically like her father and all of that, and just
Oh yeah.
I mean, the tour that it takes you on, basically the whole last half hour of the game, you don't fire a single bullet. And then
Right.
like how you like the mechanics about it, like jumping on the rails and riding to a different area, how you can have her like do different abilities and things like that and help you out. It was just the interactivity and all of that. It just made it so good. But
If I remember right, didn't they make it like you were her love interest during
Yeah.
the thing, and then all of a sudden turn out, yeah, and at the end you're her
Mhm.
father. Yeah,
Mhm.
okay, I remember it now. I remember watching videos. I did play some of the game. I just never finished it.
yeah, and it was just, I mean, that and the whole time frame about, American Revolution and all of this, it all just was like really like timely and everything else. But
Oh, yeah.
deep down though, I mean, I think I'd have to give it to Destiny, just because I mean, no other game has given me so much, I mean, I'll never forget, like I talked about before, I mean, Sherping people through King's Fall, spending 4 hours doing it, and spending 3 of those hours literally at the ships, just jumping from side to side with people, just
Oh,
to
yeah.
do that. It took a whole hour, like basically of encounters and stuff like that. But it's just the memories that I have, and meeting the bunch of hooligans and everybody else that's in our Discord, and Dad Tales and Destiny addicts, and it's I can't tell you guys how much this game means to me.
It's like an anomaly. It's like nothing. It's not. You guys know what my pick's, right? You guys know what my pick is.
Injustice.
No. You're
I still
close.
think I think it's Anthem. I just
Oh fuck, that's right. He did put it in order. Is it FIFA?
It's Destiny. It's Destiny. I remember in 2014 seeing the teaser at E3, and what you guys don't remember, because this is how dedicated a fan I am of this game. Destiny was supposed to come out at E3 in 2013, but it got delayed. It killed my soul. I was not a Halo player. I was a Call of Duty hardcore player, and I was looking for something, anything that played like Call of Duty, but had a PvE, an open world. And when I saw it, and when I saw the teaser, I just knew I'd come home. And as much as I like these other games that I mentioned before, it's an anomaly. I can't figure out why I love this game so much. And I'm not ass kissing. I'm not a shill. I played a lot. Look at all the video games I played. I've played a lot of video games, and yes, like my son said, I do drill down on games once I get into them. But I finished Infinite. I remember I hated it because I was determined to tell myself that I was not going to play just Destiny. And I remember playing through the story, because I didn't play the first 2 games. I didn't play the first 2 BioShocks. I got them. I didn't play them. And I remember I didn't have enough history of the story. So it was, I could follow the story that was going on, but I really didn't understand the full story. I didn't have the full history.
Well, the funny thing is, Infinite completely went away. It didn't really build
It
off
had
of 1 and
very
2. There
little.
was no
It
big
was by itself.
daddies and stuff.
I remember.
1 and 2, for me, scared the shit out of me. I remember playing
Yeah.
on my room down here in the basement, where I'm at, my room in the basement,
Right.
and cutting all the lights off and going upstairs, and I'd hear the slightest little sound, and my heart would quicken a little bit, and my steps would quicken a little bit, because that game's
Really?
oh my god, you didn't know what you were going to hit around the corner.
Yeah,
It was
I remember that.
freaky.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah, let alone, would you kindly?
if you remember back before that game came out, it was at E3 when E3 was a thing, and the graphics were so phenomenal, and that's what sells me is graphics, man. Realism. I want the realism.
The music.
Yeah,
And the
it
music
was
for
great.
Destiny.
It
The
was
music for Destiny is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
and I'm just it just, like I said, They were supposed to come out in 2013 with a teaser, and when I found out they didn't, and it was pushed to 2014, it just killed me. I was so ready to go to a different game that I could get my hooks in. The action, the gameplay, the immersive worlds, the online community. I never played a futuristic shooting game before like this that I loved. And I love historically accurate military shooters like Call of Duty and Battlefield. But I was a believer with all the deep lore and progression, and even though it falls short in some areas, we're not afraid to tell Bungie either. I believe I believe in my soul it will punch through and become a nearly perfect game in the near future. They are starting to form the game to the consensus of their fans, and I really believe they will get damn close to doing just that. But the real question is, will another game studio beat them to it? Time will tell, I guess.
My thing is, there's like on Gaming Adventure Club, Bungie has signed a new IP with somebody.
Yep, I know about it.
Yeah.
What is
it?
They said Destiny was only supposed to be how many year game?
10 years.
10 years game. We're 5 years into it. What are you going to do when this game is done? What's this new IP they've done? Is it going to be something to take the place of Destiny?
I think it's going to be something in it that's going to. I think it's something that's going to be part of Destiny.
But think about it. If we're already 5 years in the next 5 years, this game's over with. If you're still video gaming, what you're doing, what are you going to do when this game ends?
Oh man, it's going to suck. Maybe a real Battlefield will come back out by then. I hope so. I estimate I have over 7,500 hours in Destiny with my combined accounts. And
wow.
It's a lot of time, man. And only the second game that I put the most time into was the Battlefield series, and I think I got about 5,000 hours on that game. So, yeah, it just, you know what? It just hits all the check boxes for me at the moment. I can't fault it. I know we've had episodes where we talk, candidly about, Destiny's faults and the things. No game is perfect, but I cannot think of another game that hits all the points that I love about video gaming. So, well, anything else to add? I think we...
Yeah, I want to add one thing, though, about Destiny being our stripper girlfriend.
No. Just to be clear, that I stole that phrase from 30 and Still Gaming, and I thought it was hilarious the way he put that, and I just kind of went with it because it was so hilarious to call it that. Yeah,
but here's the thing, though, is that while, it is kind of like our stripper girlfriend, to a degree, though, it's more than that because we made it further. We made it like a home run eventually with Destiny 1. So we have those memories that we're like, wow, it was like really good at one time. So
I have tons and tons of videos of all Destiny 1 and Destiny. I just have so much memories from this game.
Yep, exactly. So it's like a stripper that you actually made it to like around the bases with.
It's like, what? It's like a stripper girlfriend. You know what it is? It's that movie with Julia Roberts.
Pretty Woman?
Where she's a stripper and she actually falls in love and actually is no longer a stripper, becomes a wife. With Richard Gere.
Pretty Woman.
Yeah, that's it.
Woman.
That's it.
Yeah.
That Destiny is now going to be called My Pretty Woman.
Nice. Your wife's going to sign off on that, I'm sure.
Drop the mic.
When his wife comes and picks up the mic and hits him with it.
She doesn't have to.
I just can't believe he's got videos with his stripper girlfriend. That's my point.
You don't do proof, man. Come on. Have I not taught you anything?
Hey guys,
Gator's gonna be looking for a new house.
Hazel got to give it to you, man. That was a great idea. Great conversations, guys. I went down memory lane there a little bit when I was prepping for this tonight. So really some really great memories. So
yep.
Now the serious talk's over. Now we're gonna goof off and talk about some questions from our community right after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Twitter and Discord time. So we are going to first pull our first question from our Twitter. This was from Mrs. Hazelnut. How about that? At Guardian Downcast. How do you guys eat an Oreo? You can be specific. LOL. Oh, Jesus. I just pull the Band-Aid off. Hazel, go into it, man. How do you eat an Oreo? Jesus.
Nice. Excuse me. Nice and slow.
Good call.
You turn that top of that cookie real slow. Slowly pull that apart. Lick that cream. Very soft.
How do I know there's no Oreo cookies in his master bedroom?
Very, very soft. Very nice. Be gentle. Don't be rough. That's what I'm saying. You're making love. You're making love to that Oreo.
Yeah, pretty much that's what you do.
Yeah. And is it double stuffed or is it regular? What are we talking about here?
Depends on the day of the week.
Dang straight.
God. Wow.
Is it golden? Could there be golden Oreos?
Kids go to bed. Kids go to bed.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you supposed to say this is for the mature audience? I forgot that warning.
Yeah. But no, I mean, come on now. I mean, like, seriously though. I mean, this was like a discussion
Okay.
with us here.
We're just giving you shit.
Well, I know, but no, my serious answer though is that I take it apart.
Mm-hmm.
So all the cream is on one side.
Mm-hmm.
You eat the side without it.
Right.
And then I take little licks around the edge, just like this. Yeah.
I'm grossed out right now. What the fuck?
Wow, chicka, wow, wow.
You know what? I'm gonna play some really discreet music right here.
Yeah, real discreet.
I can literally hear Booze from Dad Tales. His that deep voice of his.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, and then Gator's Gator that can't spell. He's like, oh God, what am I into? But yeah, so but ultimately though, you take the Oreo, you dunk it in milk, and you eat the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty businesslike when it comes to Oreos. It's all about just tearing them up. I take them apart. I use my bottom teeth, and I scrape all the icing off at once, and just enjoy it.
Why not the top teeth?
No. Bottom teeth. Because top teeth, you get it stuck in your teeth. I don't know. It's just weird.
So it gets stuck in your teeth either way.
No. Because
what kind of teeth do you have on the bottom?
No. If you scrape from the bottom, see you can pull the Oreo down. You can pull it down and let the gravity do the work for you.
Are we still talking about Oreos?
This is what him and his wife do before the movies.
This is Oreos.
In public.
No, this is Oreo cookies, guys. No, I'm serious, and that's what I do. And then I dip them in milk and eat them.
Hey, whatever you need to call it that makes it feel right in your head, we're not judging.
Okay.
No, I mean I've said a lot of shit on here. So no.
After I heard Hazel's answer, I think that was pretty tame. So. You have anything to add, Gator?
You heard my answer.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, Hazel, go ahead, man. What you got?
All right. Question for Mr. RNGGator from Moistwing.
Oh, shit. I know what this is.
Do you enjoy living in Florida?
Well done, sir. Well done.
Okay, I've been on Potato Thumbs. I've been on Jay's podcast. I don't live in Florida. I don't know how that got started. It was something on Potato Thumbs. I might be a Florida Gator fan, but I don't live in Florida. Hell, the weather in North Carolina can feel like Florida sometimes during the summer. Trust me. But I would love to live in Florida. My wife just doesn't want to. I would love to get a job somewhere down in Florida, IT wise. And everything. My kids done said they'd move with me, so because I'm closer to Disney World. So I think they done said they'd forego my wife just to come down there and live with me. So
I feel partly responsible here. Just a short little history. RNGGator here has been in this little community of Discords a lot longer than I. I came into this Discord family, I guess, when Forsaken came out. And I remember joining the Death RX. I remember joining the Death RX Discord, and everybody changed their name to some kind of gator. And I remember I was in the chiropractor and I was going, what the fuck is going on? Everybody's named Gator. I said, what the hell? Everybody's name is Gator. And I think I'm sorry, Gator. I just added the confusion, man. I think.
Oh no, I fixed that. Mine was one and true Gator.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh my God. Yeah. It's all in fun, but it was, I might have, we've never had two Gators in all this little family of Discord. So now, that's why this show is going to be so perfect tonight. So, okay. I had a question for you guys. I threw one in here because it came to me. I was like, you know what? I need to know this. What was your first job? Either one of you.
Winn-Dixie at a grocery store.
Were you a bagger?
Yep. Cart getter, all that stuff.
I was a bagger at Publix, but I worked with my dad in construction when I was 13. What about you?
Sorry.
Hazel?
Every time I hear the word Publix, I hear Publix. That's what I mean. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Okay. You're part of the hate. I get it.
So for me, I was a security guard. That was my first job.
Really?
Yep.
Did you have a taser or a gun?
I had an ASP.
What the hell is that?
A what?
Tactical baton.
Okay, gotcha.
Like a beaten stick.
Did it electrocute people?
No.
Damn.
No, but I did get to use it once on somebody, and they did not appreciate it.
I bet you they did.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. All right. Go ahead, Hazel. You got one there?
Yeah, I do. All right. So, Agent H, question for the Tar Heel Gator. How does it feel knowing that Dean Smith Center is named after a Jayhawk?
It's not named after a Jayhawk. Roy Williams was an assistant under Dean Smith before he went to Kansas. So, good try.
Oh, let's see here.
That's funny.
Okay, this was a good one. This was from Chubby Wizard. He goes, what 3 bands would you pick to see in their prime? So breakup bands, their age, death, don't matter. He's going with Led Zeppelin, The Doors, and the Rat Pack. Thanks, love the show. Start with you, Chet. What do you think?
Queen would be one of them.
Oh, good pick.
The Beatles. And oh Lord, I don't know. Aerosmith, maybe. I would love to see Aerosmith when they were, I mean, I'm not saying they're not good now, but I would like to see them when they were younger.
Yeah, those are good picks, man. Solid picks.
What about you, man?
I talked to my wife about this before we went and saw that crummy movie. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Inner Circle? Really?
No. Good memory. Great memory, man.
Sweat la 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 long. Sorry.
My number one pick would be the Cars. I really was a big Rick Ocasek fan, and the Cars were my band in high school. And I never went and saw them in concert. And I really wish before he passed that I would have been able to see them in their prime. Great music, man. Great music. Let's see. Second one would be, I'm trying to think what I talked to my wife about last night. Rush. Most definitely Rush. I think I've seen their video concerts, but I've never seen them in concert. And I would have loved to seen them back in the day before they got old and gray. And when he could really scream. That was awesome. Let's see. My third pick would be Led Zeppelin was a good pick. Led Zeppelin's a solid pick, but there was someone else I was thinking of.
Look, it's okay if you want to see NSYNC. We get it.
Yeah, you can say that.
I mean, no.
I thought
we don't judge.
I remember now.
Yep, it's Backstreet Boys. He
No.
remembered. He
No, I'm editing all that shit out. No, it would be Journey when Steve Perry was still the lead singer.
That's a good one.
That would have been an awesome show. Hazel?
So I went back and forth I got two of them like really easy. So for me, it was Queen and The Doors. Like those two, like just jumped out to me. Like, okay, yeah, it's got to be these guys first and foremost. And then I was like, oh my God, there's the Beatles. But then I'm like, nah. Then I decided I'd go with the Rolling Stones.
I can see that. They crossed my mind.
Yeah, it's a good pick.
They've just been around for fucking ever, and just have such a wide catalog of music that's just, it's all good.
Yeah.
So.
Good question, Chubby Wizard. You come up with some good ones, man. Good question.
Yep.
Hazel?
All right.
Uncle Scumdeath has a shit ton here.
He does, and
what's new?
Dude, the guy's
That's what
mind,
he is good for.
The guy's mind, it's always working.
Yep. I want to take one of his, though.
Okay.
So, who is the worst actor on the planet? And yes, it is Nicolas Cage.
I asked my wife this last night, and she said exactly that.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence? No.
Martin Lawrence.
No, I have a better answer. Who played? Do you remember the sci-fi movie Valerian? Remember that one?
Oh, shit.
You remember the female actor? What was that female actor's name?
Cara Delevingne.
Yes,
yeah.
she sucks. And then she was in that one Prime Video show, and me and Easy were talking about it. She is terrible. She was a terrible actor. I don't know what she did to get on the actor circuit, but I don't want to know probably. But Cara Delevingne, that's my answer.
I mean,
that's amazing.
Gwyneth Paltrow could be in there for me.
Really?
I mean, not saying she didn't do a bad job in Marvel, but that girl in real life, when she opens her mouth, she needs to keep it shut. I'm just sorry. I don't like her. There's something about it, I just don't like her.
Yeah.
Fair point.
It's funny when I saw this question, like I don't know why this jumped out to me, but Hulk Hogan.
Oh God, yes. I can't argue with you on that one. And God, what movie was it he was in, or movies, or God Almighty? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean,
wait. What about Shaq? That's pretty bad too.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, we could come up with plenty of them.
Oh, there's a lot of bad ones. But,
oh yeah.
But Cara Delevingne was mine. All right. Let's see. What to do? Here's one from Drafty. What would you do for a Klondike bar? I have a feeling this was directed to good old the correct spelling Gator.
I don't like Klondike bars.
You do?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? Okay, that's why.
I don't like them.
Maybe that's why you ask it.
So he wouldn't do anything for a Klondike bar.
I guess not.
You got that right. Now, Snickers ice cream bar?
Oh,
I'll do anything.
I miss those.
God, them things are good.
Yes, they are. Hazel, you got an answer?
I'd help somebody hide a body for a Klondike bar.
Really? They're that good? The crunchy ones are really good.
Yeah, with the Heath bar.
Yes, yes, they are good.
Yeah. God,
I don't know.
I'm thinking about that.
I don't know. I'd pay someone $10 for a box of them, maybe. That's about it.
For fuck.
Nah, that's about
It's
it.
easier to bury a body.
No, it isn't. No.
Oh, you're in Florida. I mean, all you got to do is give it to the Gators.
Yeah, no. Oh, jeez. Okay, Hazel, your turn.
All right. Would you wear a gas mask and let your wife fart in the attached tube? Dad bod.
Dad bod, of course.
God, dude, Jesus.
The troublemaker.
No.
No, pass. That's a no.
I mean, no, I can't. No. A smell of a dead skunk coming home is enough to make me want to roll down the window and puke. Yeah. There ain't no way.
That's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, that's a no. I'd have to go with a no. I love my wife and all, but not that much.
I don't think my wife would do it. She'd look at me like, what in the hell is wrong with you?
My wife doesn't even like it when I fart in front of her. I mean, she just gets really irritated. Mm-hmm. I'm like, honey, it's nature. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I don't do that in front of my wife.
Yeah, we established that, I think. It was one of our questions a long time ago.
Yeah, exactly.
I got one from Warcry here. Warcry 1969. What do you do when an online gaming friend comes to your town? Well, let me tell you, Jeff. Let me tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm meeting you tomorrow for lunch, buddy. I'm meeting you and your family tomorrow at lunch. We're gonna go to Hop Dotty and on International Drive before he goes home. He's had a full week and gotten the full Florida experience with his daughters. And yeah, we're gonna meet up for lunch tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait to do it.
That's what I did when Xenophan was in North Carolina training for Applebee's. He met me for dinner one night, me and my family.
That's awesome. That seems sort of passive aggressive that he asked that, but
It kind of does, doesn't it? Now I think about it.
For me, I haven't had the opportunity yet. I know that.
Are you going to Guardian Con this year?
I'm going to try to. My vacation time's a little thin, but I'm going to see if I can. If I can pull it off. I'm going to try.
If you do, I will be there.
I want to go so bad. I just don't think I'm going to be the money wise to come up with the hotel tickets.
It's literally a 30-minute drive for me, but I've never gone because I don't know. I'm just socially awkward. Maybe I don't know.
See, social wise, it wouldn't be a problem for me. Me and my daughter are the same way. I can talk to anybody. It's coming up with the money. I got the time. It's just the money.
Yeah, it does cost a bit. It's not cheap down here in July either. It's when everyone else wants to be here. Okay. Well, that was my question, so it's your turn, Hazel.
All right. Now, I answered this one earlier, but Uncle Scumdeath, when you sat on the toilet, how do you entertain yourself? I usually read the ingredients of all the toiletries. Love the show.
Such a waste of time, man.
Well, let's see. Back before we had cell phones, I would do, find a word puzzles, stuff like that, or like you say, read the shit that's around the toilet, read the back of stuff. Now you got phones. Hell, I'm on my phone, probably, watching a show or on Facebook or something,
Hazel?
Well, I mean, I remember always, like, whenever I went into the bathroom at my aunt's house, she had like the bathroom reader.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was like the 600-page book.
Yeah.
That was like, it had like puzzles and
trivia,
like this.
Little short stories and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
And I was like, I never did anything in there. All I did was just gawk at how full this book was, because my aunt and uncle, they like completed this whole book. I was like, how much time do you spend in here that you have to, that you'd go through this?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, you guys are not using your time effectively. I have read the Destiny Lore Volume 1, the Destiny Lore Book Volume 2, and I'm currently 3/4 of the way through the Destiny Comics collection, the Volume 1, which Volume 2 is coming out soon. And that's how I spend my time when I'm doing God's business. So, yeah.
That sounds hot.
Yeah. Okay, that was your question. I got a few more here. Let's go with let's go with this one. Uncle Scumdeath. Forget the 7 wonders of the world. What is your wonder of the world? Love the show, guys.
Wonders of the world would be my family. My daughter, my son, my wife.
Good answer, man. I didn't think of that. I was thinking of,
We'll edit that out.
No, I was thinking of the 7 wonders of the world. I know. I talked to my wife about this last night, and she gave me her answer, and I'm gonna have to join it with her answer. And she said the Rockies. I think that's gonna be my answer.
The Colorado Rockies, the baseball team?
No. No. We've been there several times. The actual Rocky Mountains.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the actor Rocky.
No, you guys.
Yo, Adrian.
The trollage is off the charts tonight. Let me tell you. Hazel, what about you, man? You don't have to go politically correct here, okay? Or maybe you do. I don't know.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, of course, my family is my wonder.
Hi. Welcome to Guardian Downcast. I'm Hazelnut, and I really am very not PC.
That's true.
But no, I am gonna give like a PC-ish answer, but it's not because of any other reason besides it's the truth. For me, it's my daughter and how she like looks at things. Like tonight, we were watching Aladdin, and like the live one, and yeah, it's utter and complete shit. But she was sitting there and she was watching it, and her jaw was on the ground. She was just like amazed, and it's great to see that look in a kid's eye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the first time we went to Disney with our kids, when they were little. We get there the first day we went to Mickey's Backyard Barbecue. So we flew. So we took plane, we took a bus to the hotel, we drove or like by ferry, that one that takes you to the camping place from Magic Kingdom. There's the castle. We didn't want the kids to see it because we were going to castle the next day. Mm-hmm. We wanted to get their picture when they see it for the first time and seeing that stuff. Yeah, like Hazel said, seeing it through their eyes. That makes Disney so much better for me. I love going back there. Even now, even though we've done everything, I still love Disney.
The one thing I remember about my kids is I was reliving my youth. I was reliving my life as a kid through their eyes. Mm-hmm. It was so much fun. Great times. I'll give you guys this. With all the technology out there today, please, for God's sakes, record some of it. Because once it's gone, man, it's gone. Make sure you document it, man. Because it's I've got a lot of video of them growing up, and I'm gonna embarrass the hell out of them when they get married. But for now, it just sits in the vault. But hey, that's a great answer, Hazel, because it makes perfect sense. You're just the fact that you created something like your kids is just amazing in itself.
Yeah,
that it all came together perfectly.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. Right. Let's do a couple more here.
All right, I've got one here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, this is the question that I loved. I meant to get to this last week, but I forgot it. So I apologize, Uncle Scumdeath. If you were a Bungie game dev, what other game mechanic would you put into Destiny 2? It can be a unique idea or something from another game. Love the show, dudes.
For the life of me, I thought about this question. I couldn't think of much because I've just been really happy with what they've done so far. I would say one game mechanic, and I guess it's technically a mechanic, is I think they should have emblems that show more stats than they do now. Like, I like these pulse rifles, right? So why not have an emblem, a special emblem they make, and it records every pulse rifle kill I get in the game. And that way you have something to show off, That's my lame answer.
Yeah. So I was thinking about this. I'll go and I'll let Gator that can spell have a moment to think about it. And for me, what I would like to see would be a raid boss that you actually have to climb on and shoot individually. So each 6 people would have to, jump in their spot and shoot the boss.
Damn it, you took my... I was thinking the same thing.
That's actually pretty good.
Because I was thinking Borderlands, like stuff from... I was trying to think of something from Borderlands, and there is things you have to fight to beat them. You have to climb and jump here, there, bam, shoot this. Get knocked off, it stuns them. You attack, and it... so that would be awesome.
Correct.
Some mechanic like that.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they do that in
Titanfall?
Didn't they do it in Titanfall where you could jump on their mech and start shooting their core or something? Yeah.
You could do that in PvP when somebody was in a...
I remember doing that. Doing that. That's a great idea. That'd be pretty fun to do. Like a big creature, like something just terrifying,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. And I know that some people put in there for this question too that they wanted to see the Nemesis system put in, which I think would be fantastic.
Refresh my memory.
So that's from Shadows of Mordor, and basically it's where you would kill you'd kill a boss or something like that, and they would basically become your nemesis. So they wouldn't actually die, but they would like have like a scar where you punched them or killed them or something like that, and then they'd be more powerful.
That's a good
and
idea.
They keep showing up throughout the game just to wreak havoc on your life.
Right. Wow. Okay, I'll finish one up here. We've got a few here that we're not getting to, but I want to save these the next week because I don't want to use them all up. There's really good questions in here, guys. Thanks for submitting them tonight, by the way.
Yes, definitely.
This one is from Uncle Scumdeath. No surprise. What superpower do you wish you had? Hazel?
For this one, I'd like to fly.
Solid choice.
Mine is speed. The Flash is one of my favorite superhero characters.
Oh, I thought you meant like actual speed, like drugs. That's not a
Unlimited supply.
Where's the Flash get his powers from? I mean, I know they have an origin story, but do we believe it? Who knows? Yeah, that's a lot of coke.
When I was a kid, I was very shy, and I was always worried what everyone thought of me. I was very self-conscious. And when I'd walk into a room, I was always so worried about what people were going to say when I walked into the room, or like, oh, what's he doing here, or something like that. My superpower would be for me to be able to read minds, anybody's mind, whenever I wanted to.
That'd be a nightmare.
You mean be able to turn it off and on? Not
yes.
hear 'em. Okay.
No, I can look at someone and go, okay, what are they thinking right now?
Gotcha.
Boom, and I could like a gun. I could just trigger it and shoot it.
Why is this motherfucker looking at me?
Oh, I'm in a mirror.
Oh shit! Hey, everybody! Great questions. You guys never disappoint. The questions are so awesome. Real thinkers this week. Yeah. Yep. So if we did not pick your question, I know there's some others out there that we did not pick. Thank you for submitting them. We do not ever skip questions. We just like to, not keep Gator here until 5 a.m. So we're going to move.
Learned our lesson.
Yes, we have. We're getting better. It's still a short story, our podcast, but we're working on it. We're working on getting it down a little further. But there's so much to talk about, man. It's so easy to get sucked in. Speaking of that, let's move on to our Spotify playlist. This is a little sprinkling of what the three of us here like to listen to, and we invite you to listen to it as well. Just search for Guardian Downcast playlist on Spotify. I will leave a follow link in our show notes if you want to follow along with us and see what we add every week, and maybe throw it on one day while you're driving to work or whatever, and give it a listen. There's some great songs in there. Gator that can spell. What's your picks, dude?
All right, so my first pick is a song by Family Force 5. They're a Christian rock band, you could say, but they're techno type sound. It's just their music. I've seen them live when they came through here in Greensboro, and their music is just, it pumps you up. They have slower songs, but their music is really upbeat. Everything. It's just, and this one's called Cray Button, and it's just, I love the sounds. I love the beats in it, and it's just a fun upbeat.
It's kind of electronica. I listen to it. It's
oh yeah.
It surprised me, man, because a guy from the South with the Southern accent, I was thinking country music was coming my way.
And now that I was in band, I can listen. I've got a wide range when it comes. I think I just don't get into much more is rap as I used to. But,
don't tell Fluffy that. We won't tell him. Yeah, dude, he'll defriend you right away if you don't listen to rap or hip hop.
Nah. I put a song on his playlist last week he enjoyed. So,
good.
I'm good.
You surprised me, dude. You surprised me with that pick. Great pick.
And so, go ahead.
Nice.
No, I was just going to ask you, what's your second pick?
My second pick, so I'm going to go completely total opposite from something electronic, crazy, jump up and down, blow your eardrums out, to a song by Charlie Puth featuring James Taylor. It's called Change. The words of this song are really, really good. It's pretty much saying if we could treat each other the same way, we pretty much wouldn't have all these problems. If we could make that change, and with what's going on in the world today, everything you see going on with politics, everything people not like, just why we have to be that way. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I know I can be that way sometimes. People make me mad stuff, but if we could just step back and see what people are going through, you might surprise yourself and understand what somebody's going through and think differently instead of just stereotyping people and going, well, they're that person, they should be that way.
Okay.
So.
Who the hell are you, and what did you do with Gator?
I think he's sobering up.
I'm drinking water. What are you talking about?
Dude, you so surprised me with these picks. I listened to that too. Me and my wife did on the way to dinner tonight, and it's a good song, man. Good, solid picks.
Yeah.
Solid picks, dude.
No problem.
Hey, Hazel,
Nice.
what do you got this week, man?
All right. So the first song here was basically peer pressured by me, on me from my daughter and my wife.
Nice.
And Foster the People, Sit Next to Me.
Great song.
This song's been on repeat for I don't know, since it came out, it seems to me. But yeah, it's a pop song. It's just one of those songs that's just kind of catchy and just that. So
It's an earworm. Warning.
yeah,
I'll warn
exactly. And then the second song was Hard Came the Rain from Rag and Bone Man. So
you. I listened to that as well. Is that from a movie or a show?
no,
Okay.
he did. I think like one of his songs came out on I want to say Andromeda, Mass
Okay.
Effect Andromeda.
Okay.
And then
It's a good song.
But yeah, it's a little bit of a rock song, kind of bluesy. So yeah.
Yeah, very bluesy. I thought it was good.
And you, sir?
Well, my first pick tonight is a song I played on my very first stereo system I bought in high school. It had these 4-foot tower speakers with double woofers. Remember those? I remember.
Yes.
I highly recommend turning up the volume on the beginning of this song on headphones or if you have big speakers or whatever. I guarantee everyone in the house will start dancing to this one. You know what, Hazel? It's time, man. It's time we added this song to this playlist. It's from the Brothers in Arms album from 1985. It's Money for Nothing by Dire Straits.
Oh, yeah.
It's time, man. It's time.
I love that. I remember the video. For that
Oh,
song.
it's so
Oh,
good.
yeah.
That I can't imagine how many times I played that song when I was in high school and even past high school. Still a great song to listen to today. If I get that song or I put that song on, my wife and I just totally get quiet and turn it up. It's really fun to listen to. For all you youngins out there, 1985 was a year, and there was music then, and this was an awesome song. So, Skull, crank it up, dude. I'm telling you, it's a great song. Okay, my second pick is from their 2009 album, Mean Everything to Nothing. It's Manchester Orchestra with Pride. Man, I forgot how much I love this group. Such great music. I had a tough time picking a song off this album because every song on this album is good. Listen to the song, listen to the album, and you'll know what I mean. So, guys, I think we did a show here, man. I think we got this done.
Is that what we were trying to do?
I think so. So, that being said, Chet, where can everybody find you, bud?
You can find me on Twitter, RNGGator, and Discord, RNGGator, Steam, Xbox. And if you want to send pictures of Burt Reynolds, you can find me at Admiral Nips.
Hey, I just wanted to reiterate, man. Thank you for coming on tonight. I've had so much fun tonight.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this has been great. This has been a blast.
Yeah, this has been real fun. I thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
No problem.
Speaking of which, Hazel.
All right. Where am I at? We'll go with Hazel NT everywhere.
Love the branding. You can contact me via the Twitter at Todd the Gator. You can also find me on YouTube, Steam, and PS4 as Gator, all caps, GATR _ in between, and Gator Space GDC on Xbox. Stop by my YouTube channel if you like. I post gameplay vids of Destiny and, as we talked about tonight, Battlefield and games I played in the past. I just do it all for the fun, man. My friends like to see me play games, or if they don't, that's the only reason I do it. So, a sub would be appreciated. I'm at 93 subs. Got 7 to go for my 100. That's my goal this year. So let's get to that 100 mark. Thanks to those who subbed over the past couple of weeks. It's very cool to see. And I'll post a link if you guys are interested. Otherwise, no big deal. You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Podbean, Stitcher, and as I mentioned last week, Overcast, which Kingsley Mack said was a really good app, and I checked it out. It is. It's a very solid app. And just anywhere you get your podcast, we should be there. You can also email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com. We're on Twitter at Guardian_D_cast for any show questions, whatever you want to convey to us. We have a fantastic Discord as well. Just search for Guardian Downcast, and I'll post a permanent invite link in our show notes. Thank you all so very much for listening. And later, Guardian.
Toddles.
Yeah. See ya.
Storm and Norman.
Finale of the
Dude,
second
no.
I don't care.
You gotta
I
do
am
your
more
homework.
important. I am more important than a damn season 2. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm just gonna throw this out there, Gator.
Yeah? What's up?
Okay. Yeah, you Gator, not the other Gator.
Which one? What? Huh? What? I'm sorry. Which gator? See, we should make this a thing. I should just become part of the cast.
Oh my God.
Gators and a hazelnut.
Hazel would lose it, man.
Oh, it'd be hilarious every week.
It would be funny. You're right. It would be funny.
Yeah. Until about the time I just lose my shit. And go,
Well, you don't have any hair now, right? According to your picture, you're bald anyway, right?
well, that is true too. Yeah.
Well, this is how it would end. Gator, this is how it would end. You'd hear click.
You'd hear, fuck it, click.
Yeah, you're like, where the fuck is Hazel? Hey, where'd Hazel go? Oh, shit.
You see a post and announcements. I can't take it no more. I quit this shit.
Gator goes or I go. What? What did I do? I freaking edit. What are you talking about?
all of a sudden it's just me by myself. You don't know which Gator I'm talking about.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I needed a pillow to play it. It was that small.